baseman. He'll bat fifth. K.P. Werner batting sixth. He'll be in right field. The designated hitter, Reed Thomas, will bat seventh. Aiden Shepardson will be the shortstop batting eighth. And Justin Harris will be the second baseman batting ninth. Braxton Hyde will get the mound start tonight for the Liberal BeeJays. So Quint Landis in left field. A.J. Folds at center. Wyatt Grant at catcher. Cade Ward at first. Scott Anderson at third. K.P. Werner in right field. Reed Thomas, the DH. Aiden Shepardson at shortstop. And Justin Harris, the second baseman. And Braxton Hyde, the starting pitcher. For the Dodge City A's, who are 20-12 winners of their last six. A season high of wins in a row here. Jack Bollinger will be batting first. He'll be in right field. Carlos Arellano will be the second baseman batting second. Hunter Duro will be the first baseman batting third. Gabriel Irwin will be in left field batting fourth. Artie Ramirez will be the catcher batting fifth. Doyle Kane, the DH tonight, will be batting sixth. Aaron Harper will be the third baseman. He'll bat seventh. Mikey Kane will be the shortstop. He'll bat eighth. And Ty Walton will be in center field batting ninth. And Gabe Ramos will be the pitcher tonight for the Dodge City A's. Jack Bollinger once again in right field. Carlos Arellano, the second baseman. Hunter Darrow will be the first baseman. Gabriel Irwin at left field. Artie Ramirez, the catcher. Doyle Kane, the DH. Aaron Harper, the third baseman. Mikey Kane, the shortstop. Ty Walton at center field. And then the pitcher, Gabe Ramos. Those are your starters for the Dodge City A's, coached by Tony Gonzalez. The Liberal BeeJays are coached by Eric Olmstead. So those are your starters here tonight. We should have first pitch momentarily here tonight. A great night here at the ballpark here. Clear skies. Crowd slowly filing in, but should enjoy some great weather here tonight at Cavalier Field here on the 20th of July. We'll have Justin Herger a little bit later on here on the broadcast as well, and we'll have him up after this timeout here as well. This is Dodge City A's Baseball tonight on AM 1030 KBUF, also on 107.1 FM.
A BioGuard pool is clearly the work of experts. You can be an expert with a good system that delivers clarity, convenience, and confidence. All of BioGuard's comprehensive pool care systems put the pleasure back in your pool with premium products that cover everything from sanitizers and shocks to algicides and balancers. Simple to follow and easy to maintain. That's what makes a BioGuard system. Visit Austin Pool in Dodge City or Garden City to learn about the right system for your pool and become the clear expert in your neighborhood.
Oh, I better pay attention to the commercials.
Your health means everything. And every minute matters when an emergency puts your health at risk. That's why it's essential to get the care you need as soon as possible. The emergency department at Western Plains Medical Complex is ready, providing you quality care with the peace of mind of a certified chest pain center. Don't make your health wait. Get to the hospital. Western Plains Medical Complex. Learn more at westernplainsmc.com.
It's a myth those people feeling suicidal don't warn anyone. Most will give clues or even talk about it when asked. If you're worried about someone, talk to them right away. And there's help, like the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline at 1-800-273-TALK. Warning signs can save a life. Learn about them at mattersks.org. Brought to you by Glenn Curbs Law Firm.
And we're back here inside Cavalier Field here in Dodge City as we are about here for the start here. And joining us now is Justin Herger. Well, last night, to recap that game there, you were there on the scene, Midwest Moose down at Wichita South High School. That was a pretty dominating performance for the A's.
You know, that was a game that, you know, we coined the phrase earlier in this series where score early and score often, and that's definitely what the A's did last night. They jumped all over the Moose. They forced their starting pitcher out after just a third of an inning. And so we got into the bullpen. The Moose pitchers, the pitching staff in general, just struggled with the strike zone, multiple walks in that game, and the A's they were able to put on a dominant performance and take that one 24-5 last night.
How big was it as well with having the road trip last night and coming back and not having to play a couple of extra innings?
You know, it's big when we can get home a little bit earlier like that. You get the guys a little extra rest. From the bus driver's perspective, it's also nice to get back a little bit earlier. And just not even that, like we get into some restaurants, like to be able to get to Chick-fil-A before they close, and just overall get out of there earlier, get back in an air-conditioned bus, and enjoy a nice road trip back home.
Yeah, this is a team that's starting to find their offense here as of late. Winners of 6 straight here. What's been the biggest thing for Dodge City here?
I think putting the barrel on the ball, putting it in play, and definitely we've had some pitching staff that has stepped up. We've lost some of our starting pitchers here late in the season, and we've had some bullpen pitchers that have stepped in and given us some quality starts. And we had Ryan Spear last night that won a complete game for us. So that definitely preserved our bullpen and is giving us an opportunity to go in here late in the season and definitely play some good, strong baseball.
Just with the offensive standpoint, there's no question that has to give a lot of confidence to the pitching staff to take care of business there and just kind of let the offense help dictate the night.
Sure. I mean, you get this overall to where we know that our offense is explosive. The A's have definitely been more aggressive on the base paths here as of late in stealing and advancing runners over. So I think we're in for a good game. I'm definitely glad to see us getting one more chance to play the BeeJays.
Yes.
And I think we're in for a good one tonight.
I think so. And you've seen it here this year as well. They've definitely closed the gap on Liberal. And we'll go ahead and pause real quick here for station identification. This is Dodge City A's baseball.
We are powered by Quality Structures Incorporated, your post-frame headquarters in Scott City, Kansas. And we are KBUF, Holcomb Garden City, Kansas.
Adam Kadavy with you, also Justin Hergert. Back here at Cavalier Field in Dodge City is the A's in those gold tops taking the field here tonight on an 85-degree night, sunny skies. Southeast winds at around 8 to 10 miles per hour. You look at the flag at straightaway center, 404 feet from home. It is not very strong wind. We're going to take another timeout. We'll have first pitch. This is Dodge City A's baseball.
Dodge City Red Demons has a long tradition. Family Practice Associates has been here for 38 years supporting and treating Red Demon athletes. We're the oldest independent medical practice in Dodge City with Dr. Presley, Dr. Trotter, Joanne Schaefer, ARNP, and Ryan Tyree, PA. We are here for your healthcare needs. We have in-house x-ray and lab. We have in-house counseling. For comprehensive healthcare, think Family Practice Associates of Western Kansas and call 225-1650.
Wearing the right work boots can make all the difference in your day. And at Long's, they've assembled the best selection of brands, styles, and sizes in this area. Choose from Ariat, Red Wing, Justin, Tony Lama, Twisted X, Wolverine, Dan Post, and Laredo. All discount priced every day. They've got the style that is suited best for the job you do. Plus the largest selection of ladies, steel, and safety toe boots in this area. So come into Long's and see why they've been selling the best brands in Southwest Kansas for over 50 years. Open Monday through Friday, 9 to 8:30, Saturday 9 to 6, and Sunday 1 till 6.
And we're back here we're back here inside Cavalier Field here in Dodge City here as we're moments away from getting started here. Glad to have you with us here. And as I mentioned, the A's taking the field here tonight facing the Liberal BeeJays here. Once again up on the bump, it's going to be Gabe Ramos getting the start here tonight for the Dodge City A's. Taking a look at his stats this year, this will be his 9th appearance of the year. He does have 2 saves, and 2 save opportunities, has an 0-1 record, 3.50 earned run average. He has given up 8 runs, 7 of those earned, 16 hits, 29 strikeouts, a home run allowed, 6 walks, and he's been pretty efficient, but this is a new role for him, it looks like here tonight. Justin, his first start of the year?
This is his first start on the season, so, I mean, I think this will be good to see what Gabe can do for us, and yet another pitcher that's coming out of the bullpen to take a start will, hopefully we can get a good quality start out of Gabe and see if we can go into some deep innings with him.
All right. Well, hopefully so here. But, yes, he's a southpaw left-handed thrower, and comes Ramos there. Has had a pretty good year as a closer coming out of Jurupa, California. Hopefully I said that right. Close enough.
Close.
Azusa Pacific University. He's 5'11", 185 pounds, left-hander. Taking his final warm-ups. Infield taking their final warm-ups this year. Umpires tonight, Tony Vega, Scott Kreminga here at Cavalier Field. And it's been a long time since we've seen 85 degree temperatures for first pitch in this late in July.
You know, I'm not going to complain considering where it could be right now. I'll take it.
Absolutely.
And it's definitely, we know it's going to warm up this weekend and into next week. So, come out to the ballpark and enjoy it now because it's going to get warmer.
That it is, but it is summer after all. Three more home games after tonight, all starting Sunday and then Tuesday, Wednesday. As Quint Landis will lead things off for the BeeJays in 22 games this year. He's batting .404. He has 3 homers, has driven in 24 runs. Slugging percentage of .640. 2 triples and 8 doubles this year, and 23 singles out of his 36 hits. The lefty high up on the mound. First pitch at 7:06. Fastball in for a called strike. So the count at 0-1 for Landis. 0-1 delivery. Here's popped up, fouled back, and out of play. So 2 quick fastballs. And mainly probably what we're going to see out of Ramos tonight is pretty much maybe fastballs.
I would guess. I haven't paid a whole lot of attention to his pitching strategy.
And we'll be interested to see how long he does go. That pitch goes up high, 1-2. Maybe try to get Landis to chase him. Just underway here at Cavalier Field in Dodge City. Top of the first, no score. 1-2 for Ramos. Low, I wanted to say into the dirt, but it's into the turf. 2-2. Personally, I'm not used to broadcasting games at many turf infields, but they do a great job taking care of this one here at Cavalier Field. And 2-2 delivery. Here's a pop-up. This will be fouled back and out of play. And the count is still at 2 balls and 2 strikes. And, as nice as summer as it's been, it's hard to believe that the grass is still as green as it is just because of the moisture and everything. And the groundskeeper's doing a very good job.
Indeed, and we've gotten some timely rain that has helped.
The 2-2 pitch is lined to right field, and right there is Jack Bollinger for out number 1. So 1 away here in the Liberal first inning, and that'll bring up center fielder A.J. Folds. 25th game of the year for him. He is batting .337, 21 RBIs, 1 homer, and takes a hack and fouls this one off. Offense for the Liberal BeeJays this year. This is a team batting average is .319 on the year. That pitch misses. Slider ball 1. 1-1 count here for A.J. Folds, the center fielder. That one just nicks the outside corner. Now the count at 1-2. So we saw about a 6 pitch at bat for Landis there, and Folds now behind the count. Big thing here for Ramos early is to get ahead of the count, and here's a shot back to center field liner, but right to Walton for out number 2. Ty Walton makes the catch. So nice start here for Ramos on the mound. And 2 outs here in the top of the first. The catcher Wyatt Grant steps into bat. Grant on the year, a .316 batting average. He has 4 home runs and also has 17 RBI. Takes the pitch for ball 1. So this is the first time that Ramos finds himself behind early in the count. 1-0 delivery. That one just misses high, 2-0. 2-0 count here for Gabe Ramos here in the top of the first. No score. That one fouled off on fastball by Grant. Just gets a piece of it, fouls it straight back, count at 2-1. Dodge City in the bottom of the first inning will have Jack Bollinger, Carlos Arellano, and Hunter Duro. So you have Duro at first, Arellano at second, Mikey Kane at short, and at third is Aaron Harper. Of course, doing the catching tonight is Artie Ramirez. That pitch misses high, 3-1. And then you have Gabriel Irwin in left field, and already Ty Walton at center field and Jack Bollinger at right field have been busy. This one a deep fly ball to left field, and this ball is gone. Wyatt Grant tattoos that and makes it a 1-0 Liberal BJ lead here in the top of the first inning. That was over the fence quite a ways in left center field.
That one cleared the scoreboard.
And that's, 348 still at left center field, clearing the scoreboard. That's pretty amazing. So the 5th homer of the year for Wyatt Grant gives the BeeJays an early 1-0 lead here. That'll bring up Cade Ward, the first baseman for Liberal. Takes the first pitch off speed, swung on and missed. So nice job by Ramos coming back and delivering a strike on an off speed. Count at 0-1. Ward has 6 home runs to lead the team this year, batting .325. That count here at 0-1, and you have 27 RBI for Ward. Pitch misses up and away, and that levels the count at 1-1. So 1-0 Liberal here in the top of the first. Bases empty, 2 out. The solo home run by Wyatt Grant here for the BeeJays. That one fouled back, and Ramos has gotten ahead of the count at 1-2 now. So in the first 2 batters, Ramos was ahead in the count each time. Grant, he fell behind 3-1 and tried to make that pitch in the zone, and Grant was all over it and tattooed it over the left center field fence and scoreboard. 2-2. That one inside. Or 1-2, excuse me. It's now 2-2. Correction, it is 3-2. So it is a payoff pitch coming up here, says the home plate umpire. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Payoff pitch fouled off. We'll do another one here at 3-2. One nothing Liberal BJ lead here in the top of the first. Another payoff pitch. That one just misses, and it's ball 4. And so a walk here to Ord here in the top of the first. That'll bring up the third baseman, Scott Anderson. This 21st game of the year, a .397 batting average. He has 4 homers, 24 RBI. He also has 4 doubles and a triple. Takes the pitch. First strike, 0-1. So home run and walk the last 2 batters for Liberal. They have the early 1-0 lead with a runner on, and we see once again Ramos continue to work from the stretch. The pitch in there for fastball, strike. Count now at 0-2. So good job coming ahead of Anderson now at 2 strikes. With Ward with a small lead off at first. Duro playing the bag. Here's the 1-2. Ground ball. Nice snag at first base by Duro. Leaning to his left and just puts the glove right on the bag to end the inning. Great play that time as Liberal scores a run on a hit. No errors and 1 left after half an inning. It is Liberal 1, Dodge City coming to bat here on K-Buff.
Kelly Henry. DDS is like the utility player of dentistry. They can do it all from cleanings, root canals, fillings, preventative care to orthodontics, comprehensive family dentistry from infants to adults. Located at 100 Ross Boulevard, Building 2, Suite C, Dodge City. They're open 7:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Monday through Thursday. Make an appointment today by calling 225-6555. Serving the Dodge City community for over 30 years. Kelly Hendricks DDS. Wear a smile, you can see a mile.
South Central Kansas Bone and Joint Center, we feel your pain, and then we fix it. Heel pain is extremely common. Dr. Scott Gordon, podiatrist, specializes in the resolution of heel pain, diabetic foot and wound conditions, corrective foot and ankle surgery, and successful alternative treatments for most lower extremity pain. South Central Kansas Bone and Joint Center, Pratt, Dodge City, and Liberal.
That was a double. That's an RBI. Back here at Cavalier Field, bottom of the first inning. Dodge City's first trip to bat, down 1-0. And just talking here with Justin, and Justin, you mentioned a little bit too. That was a great play by Hunter Durow there to maybe potentially saved a run.
I'm almost certain it probably did. Durow was over here on first base. He was playing to hold the runner on, and in a normal scenario, if he's not playing where he is, that ball probably gets by.
Yeah, that one was right along the first base line. Nice thing, it barely stayed fair as well, and about the easiest play you're going to have at first. Here we go with the bottom of the first inning with Jack Bollinger leading off, the left-handed batter. Facing Braxton Hyde. First pitch in for a called strike, count at 0-1. Bollinger on the air coming into the week, .418 batting average, has 19 RBI and a homer in that left-handed batter spot. 0-1, big rip and a miss, and Hyde ahead of him early on here at 0-2. Braxton Hyde is 2-1 on the air. This is his 7th game. He's pitched 28 innings. He has given up 12 runs, just 5 earned, 23 hits, 12 walks, 28 strikeouts. That one to the back there, fouled off. Count remains at 0-2. 1-0 Liberal lead here in the bottom of the first. Dodge City as a team has gotten better at the plate as they've batted now .274 as a team. That pitch missing outside, 1-2. It's all helped part of their 6-game win streak here. 1-2. Just got a piece of it. A short bouncer fielded by Shepherdson over to first in time to Ward for the 6-3 retirement for out number 1. That one just kind of got the end of the bat there for Bollinger, and slow roller, but charged nicely by Shepherdson for out number 1. Carlos Ariano, the second baseman for the Dodge City A's, steps in. He is batting .234 on the year. Driven in 9. Takes this pitch, grounds it, back up the middle, base hit. 1-out single for Ariano. And so 1-on-1 out here for Dodge City. The tying run on the bases here in the bottom of the first for Hunter Durow. Durow with a .394 batting average. 5 homers, leads the team. He's driven in 25 runs. As Ariano, the veteran on this Dodge City A's team, leads off from first. And that time a big swing and a miss. And pulling the string on that one a little bit was Hyde in the count at 0-1. 1-0 BeeJay lead here in the bottom of the first. Dodge City with Ariano at first and 1 out. Working from the stretch is Hyde. The righty delivers, fouls it back, does Durow, and the count now at 0-2. Liberal infield, of course, you have catching tonight Wyatt Grant, who just hit that home run at the top of the first. At first, Cade Ward reached on a walk. Second is Harris, Justin Harris. That pitch misses 1-2 for Hunter Durow. Mentioned Harris at second, Justin Harris. The shortstop is Aiden Shepherdson. The third baseman is Scott Anderson. And you have Quentin Landis in left field. Center fielder is A.J. Folds. Here's the 1-2 pitch up high, and Durow's worked the count level at 2-2. Mentioned we have Folds in center field, and in right field is K.P. Werner. The 2-2 pitch coming up here from Braxton Hyde. It's inside, just missed, and it's now a full count. So Durow has worked the count from 0-2 to 3-2 with a runner at first here in this bottom of the first, and a 1-0 Liberal lead.
That's something the A's have done a little bit better here later in the season, is being more patient at the plate and being able to work counts.
And speaking of working counts, it goes from 0-2 to now a walk. And so now there's 2 on and 1 out here for the cleanup hitter, Gabriel Irwin. So Irwin is 240 batting average this year, 32nd game coming in. He does bat left-handed here in this bottom of the first inning. Two on and 1 out. He slices this one foul third base side, and that'll make the count 0-1. But Irwin, the left fielder, the left-hander, steps in here with a big opportunity to knock in a run here with the runner at second, Ariana, who singled earlier in this inning, and then you have at first Hunter Darrow, who walked just a little bit ago. 0-1 pitch is away, 1-1. One count here for Gabe Irwin, left fielder. Does he go by Gabe or Gabriel?
I've heard mostly Gabe.
Okay, so we'll call him Gabe then. So Irwin sees the 1-1 pitch, fouled it off, and caught by the catcher, count at 1-2 on the foul tip. Darrow at second, or correction, Ariano at second. Darrow at first for Dodge City here in the bottom of the first, down a run. A righty-lefty matchup here. Irwin, the left-handed batter. Hyde, the right-handed thrower. That pitch, fastball, strike 3, caught him looking on the inside corner, and there's 2 away. That was kind of one that just froze Irwin right there. Artie Ramirez in, batting .321 on the year. 17 RBI, he has 3 homers. 2 on, 2 out here for the A's here in the bottom of the first, trying to take advantage of a couple base runners, down 1-0 early on. That pitch, fastball up and in, 1-0. So, Dodge City trying to get on the board here. Hyde's pitch. There's a bouncer. This is going to be fielded by the shortstop, Shepherdson. White throw to first. He's off the bag, and the bases are loaded. That was a bouncer right back up the middle. Nice effort by Shepherdson to keep that in the infield, and that is going to be ruled an infield single. Nope.
I'm ruling it an error because if that throws on line, he's out.
That makes sense. It was a wide throw to first and almost completed a pretty good play by Shepherdson. So he's ruled an error here and checks swing here. He did go, I guess. Doyle Kane, the DH, count at 0-1. So Dodge City with the bases loaded and the DH, Doyle Kane with an opportunity here. 284 batting average. He had 16 RBI this year. 0-1 pitch, fouled off, and now Kane behind the count at 2 strikes. Hyde looking for a second strikeout, but the A's trying to take advantage of the bases loaded with 2 outs here in the bottom of the first, down a run. Liberal will have the 6, 7, 8 hitters due up here when they come up in the second inning. The pitch upstairs, 1-2. This is the 6th batter of the inning for the A's, who have Carlos Ariano, who reached on a single. Hunter Darrow reached on a walk, and Artie Ramirez, who just reached on the 2-out error. 1-2. Fly ball lift to the air to center field. This is deep, and back goes the center fielder, and it is off the wall. Folds sees it go off the wall. That'll clear the bases, and this is going to be a 2-out triple for Doyle Kane, and it is 3-0 Dodge City. That was one that was tattooed pretty good there by Kane. The 3-run triple drives in Carlos Ariano, Hunter Duro, as well as Artie Ramirez. And it's 3-1 A's here in the bottom of the first inning. And good to see the A's take advantage of runners on base here. That'll bring up Aaron Harper as they get a new baseball here. So Harper, the third baseman, 341 batting average, 15 RBI, has 1 homer. Pitch, fouled off first base side, counted 0-1. And also, not only has this been a long inning here for Braxton Hyde, but to give up 3 runs, you also put a bunch of pitches on him early here in this first inning. 2 out here, and runner at third, fouled off by Harper, the third baseman. Count now at 2 strikes. Doyle Kane, who cleared the bases with a 2-out triple, on at third. Hit that one all the way to the wall in center field. 0-2, tap foul, third base side. So Harper protecting the plate at no balls, 2 strikes. It'll be KP Warner, Reed Thomas, and Aiden Shepardson leading off for the BeeJays in the second inning. Dodge City trying to win against Liberal for the first time this year, 0-4 against the BeeJays. 0-2. Just got a piece of it, did Harper, and fouls off his second straight pitch. Count remains at 0-2. That one, Hyde tried to sneak a slider by him, but a good job of getting contact on it. Braxton Hyde's 0-2 pitch and swing and a miss. Delivers a strike, his second strikeout of the inning, but inning is over. But the A's get 3 runs on 2 hits in the inning. 1 error from Liberal and 1 left on base. 1 inning complete here at Cavalier Field. It's 3-1 Dodge City here on K-Buff.
Sneezing, coughing, runny nose, and fever have you feeling down? Find the relief you need at the time that fits your schedule at Express Wellness Urgent Care in Dodge City. Now from any device, your healthcare visit is just a click away with Express Wellness Urgent Care's online check-in. Visit expresswellnessurgentcare.com and choose a time that works for you. Open 7 days a week with extended hours. Express Wellness Urgent Care is here to serve you on White Oak Boulevard in Dodge City.
Hey, Demon fans. Hey, Conquistador fans. It's game time. I Don't Care Family Restaurant and Sports Bar wants you to fuel up for the big game. Stop in before the game for tasty hamburgers, sandwiches, tacos, and more. Plus the coldest beer in town. Then when the game's over, stop back in for the late night menu, including calf fries, wings, nachos, pretzels, and more. Plus Friday and Saturday nights, it's free pool and darts, 10 p.m. to midnight. Dodge City sports fans, they've got you covered at I Don't Care Family Restaurant and Sports Bar, 1510 West Spruce, Dodge City.
Back here at Cavalier Field, Adam Kadavy with you alongside Justin Hergert. Dodge City A's baseball here on AM 1030 KBUF. Also 107.1 FM. 3-1 Dodge City A's lead here as we head to the second inning. And it's been the first inning so far this year, these last few games for Dodge City that has really helped them out here, or early innings, I guess you could say, that's really helped them get going offensively. It's been part of their 6-game win streak.
And you know, that's exactly it. And it still goes back to what we were talking about earlier. When we jump on the Pipeliners, we jumped on the Moos last night, and we're doing it again tonight with the BeeJays. Score early and score often.
Well, that hit by Doyle Kane, that was a rocket to straightaway center. And he needed to be about 5 or 6 feet in that wall. Otherwise, that was a grand slam. But that was a well-hit ball and even caught the center fielder by surprise. As KP Warner, the right fielder, steps in for Liberal here to begin the second inning. The BeeJays to bats, trailing 3-1 here to the Dodge City A's. That pitch is fouled back, and Warner falls behind the count at 0-2. KP Warner, a 182 batting average. Just his third game this year for Liberal. 3 RBI, but 2 home runs in his 2 games. That pitch misses high, 1-2. So batting in the 6th hole and just his third game of the year, Norby, 2 home runs. He's one to watch out for in a very deep lineup for Liberal. He flies this one in the air, but this is playable into center field. Back goes Walton. He'll make the catch for out number 1. Ty Walton in center field with that catch. He's already been busy, has Walton early on with a couple of fly ball catches for out number 1 here this second.
The first 2 outs in the first inning, one was a fly out to right, one was a fly out to center.
Yeah.
And now we've got another fly out to center. You know, I think you're going to, when we put, and it's not just us, when the BeeJays too, they put the ball in play, it's going to make our fielders be active.
We have Reed Thomas now batting. The DH takes ball 1. Thomas, his 3rd game of the year as well. He has his first 2 games. He's been hitting pretty well. 667. He has 5 RBI already, 4 doubles and 2 singles. So he's 6 of 9. And he's now ahead in the count 2-0. Getting behind early on pitches, on counts. Now the pitch is fouled back by Thomas. Count at 2-1. Ramos, when he got behind in the first inning, he kind of had issues there. He gave up the home run, but when he's gotten ahead of his batters, he's been pretty dominant early on. That pitch up high, 3-1. And it almost kind of follows suit here, Justin, with Gabe here. He's fallen behind. He's really struggled getting back. But he gets this one, Thomas, to foul it off, and that's a good deal. Now full count, 3-2. The second full count and 7 batters faced. Ramos looking for the sign from his catcher Ramirez. And now steps off. And now steps back in. Thomas, the DH, left-hander, payoff pitch. Strike 3, caught him looking for out number 2. Ooh, that was a nice pitch in there for his first strikeout of the night. 2 away for Aiden Shepardson, batting in the 8th spot for Liberal. 488 batting average, 348 batting average this year. He has 14 RBI, 3 homers. Pitch, fastball, right down the middle for a called strike. That was a big at-bat there for Ramos. He fell behind 2-0 and 3-1, come back and get the strikeout looking. And there's a bouncer now. That strikeout looking has gained him a lot of confidence, and now he's ahead in the count 0-2 on Shepardson.
Indeed, and that's something that is going to help continue to build, I think, as we get later into the game. And it's something that we often see, you know, our pitchers, we saw it earlier in the McPherson series. Matt Freese, a Dodge City guy, he started in that game, gave up 7 in the top of the first, and came back and went, I think it was 5 innings in that game.
1-2 pitch, off speed, swing and a miss, back-to-back strikeouts, and a quick 1-2-3 second inning for the BeeJays in order. We head to the bottom of the second. It's Dodge City 3 and Liberal 1 here on K-Buff.
A BioGuard pool is clearly the work of experts. You can be an expert with a good system that delivers clarity, convenience, and confidence. All of BioGuard's comprehensive pool care systems put the pleasure back in your pool with premium that cover everything from sanitizers and shocks to algicides and balancers. Simple to follow and easy to maintain. That's what makes a BioGuard system. Visit Austin Pool in Dodge City or Garden City to learn about the right system for your pool and become the clear expert in your neighborhood. Your health means everything, and every minute matters when an emergency puts your health at risk. That's why it's essential to get the care you need as soon as possible. The emergency department at Western Plains Medical Complex is ready, providing you quality care with the peace of mind of a certified chest pain center. Don't make your health wait. Get to the hospital. Western Plains Medical Complex. Learn more at westernplainsmc.com.
Dodge City leading this one as we head to the bottom of the second inning. They'll have the 8-9-1 hitters due up here. Mikey Kane, Ty Walton, and then Jack Bollinger back to the top of the order here with a 2-run lead here for the A's here, so they're playing with the lead here, but a great first inning and a half here for the A's. And, man, you mentioned about people needing to take advantage of this nice evening at 85 degrees here. The stands have really filled up here as of late.
And that is something that you see quite frequently is, the later in the game, stands start to fill in a little bit better. And we were actually talking about it with Brock before the game even started about how, Dodge City and Liberal, we both tend to pull decent crowds.
Absolutely. They do love their tradition-rich programs, their summer programs. Mikey Kane, the batter here, 20th game, or 359 batting average coming into the week here as he sees a pitch low and away, 1-1. But Kane, as I mentioned, he has 5 RBI, no homers, has 11 singles, 14 hits this year, 2 doubles and a triple. Dodge City's had a single and a triple in this game in the first inning. That pitch, fastball just below the knees, and it's 2-1. 2-1 count here for Mikey Kane, the shortstop here tonight. 2-1 offering. Fly ball lift the air to left field. Underneath it is going to be Landis. Quentin Landis at the warning track will make the catch for out number 1. You mentioned about the crowd here, and Dodge City always has a good crowd. Liberal always has a good crowd, but the two communities, rivals in many different ways, just because they're 2 of the 3 big schools along with Garden City. But it's a nice little short road trip on a weeknight or a weekend night.
It is, and I know that it was a hard decision last year when the A's canceled their season, and it was definitely, you could tell it was missed in the city of Dodge City.
Absolutely. 2020 was such a weird year with everything being canceled. And very fortunate to have this back. Ty Walton, the batter, he is ahead 1-0 and now flies us in the center field. Back goes Folds, and he watches it over the wall, and it's gone. Ty Walton, his 5th round tripper of the year, gives Dodge City a 3-run lead here in the bottom of the second at 4-1. And that one went over 404 feet straight away center field. So our second home run in the game, 1 for each team. Walton goes yard straight away in the 1-out solo shot. Jack Bollinger steps in 0 for 1, and he flies this one in the air to right field, and that's going to drop for a base hit. He's rounding first. He is digging in for 2, and he is going to hold up with a 1-out stand-up double. And the A's are seeing Braxton Hyde pretty well here so far tonight. The A's with 4 hits, only 1 single, a triple and a double, and a home run. So they've hit for the cycle in the game in 2 innings. Carlos Arellano, they've had a single and a run scored in the first inning. So 4 runs on 4 hits for the A's. 1 run, 1 hit, 1 error for the BeeJays here in the bottom of the second. 4-1 Dodge lead. That pitch in for a strike, count at 0-1. So Braxton Hyde has given up 4 runs. Arellano, the second baseman, his 2nd or 3rd year. Here's a line drive caught by the shortstop, Aiden Shepardson, and he doubles up. Bollinger at second to end the inning, but the A's get the 1-out solo home run from Ty Walton to add to their lead. They lead 4-1 as we head to the 3rd here on K-Buff.
Dodge City Red Demons has a long tradition. Family Practice Associates has been here for 38 years supporting and treating Red Demon athletes. We're the oldest independent medical practice in Dodge City with Dr. Presley, Dr. Trotter, Joanne Schaefer, ARNP, and Ryan Tyree, PA. We are here for your healthcare needs. We have in-house x-ray and lab. We have in-house counseling. For comprehensive healthcare, think Family Practice Associates of Western Kansas and call 225-1650.
It's a myth those people feeling suicidal don't warn anyone. Most will give clues or even talk about it when asked. If you're worried about someone, talk to them right away. And there's help, like the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline at 1-800-273-TALK. Warning signs can save a life. Learn about them at mattersks.org. Brought to you by Glenn Curbs Law Firm.
Back here at Cavalier Field, Adam Kadavy, Justin Hergert with you up top here in the press box. End of the third inning here is Dodge City with a 3-run lead at 4-1. Dodge City has scored 3 in the first, 1 in the second. Ty Walton solo shot with 1 out in the second inning, added that lead, and Dodge City had a runner at second with 1 out, but a nice double play, and Aiden Shepardson played that about as well as you could position-wise out there on the field.
Indeed, and Shepardson has always, he's always been a strong shortstop and has definitely shown his skills throughout the season for the BeeJays.
It's the 9-1-2 hitters here for Liberal in the third. Justin Harris, the second baseman, followed by Quint Landis and A.J. Fulms, the left fielder and center fielder for Liberal, as Gabe Ramos is giving up a run on a hit, that solo home run to Wyatt Grant back in the first inning with 2 outs. He has retired the last 4 batters, the last 2 via strikeouts. He's only given up a walk. He's been pretty good through 2 innings. They pitch inside for a ball. Work a slider in there. Harris, 239 batting average this year, 17 RBI, fouls this one off 1-1. Harris, no home runs. 8 doubles, 8 singles for all of his 16 hits this year in 21 games, and then he just got hit by the pitch. So the leadoff batter aboard for the BeeJays for the first time tonight here in the third inning. Back to the top of the order. Quinn Landis lighted out to right field his first time up. He's playing in left field here tonight for the BeeJays. Liberal 22-5. 16-1 though in in division play in the Jayhawk division. Landis drills this one foul, but third base side, and count of 0-1. So he showed his power there, pulling that foul third base side. You have the left fielder for Dodge City, Irwin, playing deep, and then regular depth for your center fielder, Walton and Bollinger, in right field. They'll throw back to first, and got him at first. Nice pickoff play, Ramos to Duro for out number 1. So pickoff 1-3 for out number 1. So now base is empty with 1 out, and that changes this inning around. Landis was showing bunt there, but pulled the bat back and took a ball high, 1-1. Nice pickoff there that time by Ramos. Man.
He wasn't really showing signs that he was going to make that move.
I think Harris probably even thought that too, and that, showing signs like that, that's you go 100% pitcher advantage there. 2-1 coming up here for Landis, and he flies this one in the air to left field, and back goes Irwin, and off the wall, or it's off the scoreboard, excuse me. It's a home run. Landis, 2 solo shots, and the BeeJays, now down by 2 here in the top of the third at 4-2. And how big was that pickoff now?
It just saved a run.
So we've seen both the home runs in the same area for Liberal. Wyatt Grant hit that his home run over the scoreboard. Landis makes a little indention onto the scoreboard.
And there's a net out there to protect it, but we've seen a couple of balls this year played off of that scoreboard.
So it's 4-2 now, Dodge, here in this top of the third. One out, base is empty, and the tying run on deck for Liberal as A.J. Folds, the center fielder, steps in, takes a pitch on the outside corner for a called strike, count at 0-1. He flew out to center field his first time up. He was out number 2 then, and that takes that pitch up high for a ball to level the count at 1-1. Two runs on 2 hits for Liberal, all home runs, and this is a pop-up into shallow right field. Underneath it is going to be Bollinger. He'll make the catch. Jack Bollinger with the squeeze for out number 2. 2 outs here in the inning for Wyatt Grant, who hit the 3-1 pitch over the left center field fence his first time up and over the scoreboard. Gave Liberal the 1-0 lead. That pitch that Grant hit, it wasn't coming down when it left that score or went over the scoreboard. That pitch is in there for a strike, count at 0-1. This will be key for Ramos to get ahead of the count on Grant. He was behind early on, and a swing and a miss for Grant. Now the count at 0-2. He was behind in the count from the get-go against Grant the first time up. 0-2 pitch. Goes off speed that time, and the pitch misses 1-2. One-two count here for Wyatt Grant. 1-2 delivery from Grant. The catcher, he flies this one to left field, and this ball is gone. It's over near the trees. So he hits 2 over the fence here, and 3 runs on 3 hits, all solo home runs, 2 of those by Wyatt Grant, and the BeeJays are back to within 1 here at 4-3 here in the third. Man, Grant has hits 2 towering shots here tonight. So Cade Ward is the cleanup hitter and the tying run. And he pops this one up in foul territory. First baseman Dureau underneath it, he'll make the grab. But the damage is done by Liberal. They get 2 solo shots in the inning, and they pull to within 1 here after 2.5 of 4-3. Dodge City leads it heading to the bottom of the third here on KBUF.
Kelly Hendricks DDS is like the utility player of dentistry. They can do it all from cleanings, root canals, fillings, preventative care to orthodontics, comprehensive family dentistry from infants to adults. Located at 100 Ross Boulevard, Building 2, Suite C, Dodge City. They're open 7:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Monday through Thursday. Make an appointment today by calling 225-6555. Serving the Dodge City community for over 30 years. Kelly Hendricks DDS. Wear a smile, you can see a mile.
Wearing the right work boots can make all the difference in your day. And at Long's, they've assembled the best selection of brands, styles, and sizes in this area. Choose from Ariat, Red Wing, Justin, Tony Lama, Twisted X, Wolverine, Dan Post, and Laredo. All discount priced every day. They've got the style that is suited best for the job you do. Plus the largest selection of ladies, steel, and safety toe boots in this area. So come in the Long's and see why they've been selling the best brands in Southwest Kansas for over 50 years. Open Monday through Friday, 9 to 8:30, Saturday 9 to 6, and Sunday 1 till 6.
4-3 Dodge City leading by 1 as we head to the bottom of the third inning. And, Gabe Ramos, he's pitched pretty good here through 3 innings. It's just been some pretty solid hits by Liberal that has kept him in the game here with 3 solo shots.
Three hits, 3 runs, all of them over the field line. And all you can do really is tip your hat and move on. I mean, and you talk about it, Ramos has done a good job on the mound. He's delivering strikes. He's gotten ahead early in counts and has been able to make outs. But, the BeeJays are a team that can swing it.
Yes, they can. And they came in tonight with 26 home runs this year, and they've hit 3 tonight. 2 of those by Wyatt Grant with 2 towering shots. It'll be the 3, 4, 5 hitters for the Dodge City Aids here in the bottom of the third. Hunter Dureau walked and scored his first time up and takes a pitch just high for a ball, and it's 1-0. Dureau, Gabe Irwin, Artie Ramirez due up for the A's here with the 1-run lead here at 4-3. And it's now 2-0. So Dureau ahead of Braxton Hyde here in the last of the third.
And, there is a little bit of wind here at Cavalier tonight, but with Cavalier being a south to north facing field, the wind isn't as much of a factor as it can be and what we've seen before. So we know that those home runs have been power hits.
Yeah, the wind would have been a non-irrelevant, or even if it was a calm wind, it wouldn't have affected those home runs at all. But it has picked up slightly more out of the southeast. It's now 2-1 count, now 3-1 on a pitch up and in for Duro. But yeah, like you said, I mean, really the wind did not play a factor in all the 4 home runs hit tonight by the teams. 3-1 delivery, fouled off first base side as Hyde coming back with a fastball down the middle to make the count full at 3-2. Duro walked in the first inning. The only walk issued by Hyde in this game in 2+ innings on the mound for Liberal. Here's a payoff pitch, and he comes back with a strikeout, swing and a miss, his 3rd strikeout. And there's one away here in the Dodge City 3rd. It's been interesting how the momentum has changed in this game, and you got to have a feeling that double play in the 2nd inning has kind of helped out here for Liberal kind of get some momentum to get back in this game.
Yeah, that's a big play. I mean, and just an absolutely athletic move by the shortstop.
Here's a ground ball right back to the pitcher by Irwin. He'll run off the mound and underhand toss it over to Ward at first for out number 2. 2 outs, base is empty for Artie Ramirez, who reached on an error and scored in the 1st inning. It's been a lot of talk back and forth on that, whether it's error or hits, and it's a judgment call.
It is a judgment call, and I was able to talk to a mentor and someone that knows the game very well.
Here's a bouncer right to the 3rd baseman, Anderson over to first, and that was a quick 6-8 pitch, 1-2-3. 3rd inning for Dodge City. The first time they haven't scored tonight as we head to the 4th. It is 4-3 for the A's here on AM 1030 and KBUF and 107.1 FM.
Sneezing, coughing, runny nose, and fever have you feeling down? Find the relief you need at the time that fits your schedule at Express Wellness Urgent Care in Dodge City. Now from any device, your healthcare visit is just a click away with Express Wellness Urgent Care's online check-in. Visit expresswellnessurgentcare.com and choose a time that works for you. Open 7 days a week with extended hours. Express Wellness Urgent Care is here to serve you on White Oak Boulevard in Dodge City.
At South Central Kansas Bone and Joint Center, we feel your pain, and then we fix it. Heel pain is extremely common. Dr. Scott Gordon, podiatrist, specializes in the resolution of heel pain, diabetic foot and wound conditions, corrective foot and ankle surgery, and successful alternative treatments for most lower extremity pain. South Central Kansas Bone and Joint Center, Pratt, Dodge City, and Liberal.
4-3 Dodge City lead as we head to the 4th inning. It'll be the 5, 6, 7 hitters for the Liberal BeeJays. Scott Anderson, K.P. Werner, and Reed Thomas. As Gabe Ramos has gone 3 innings. He's given up 3 hits, 3 runs, all solo home runs, 2 strikeouts, and a walk in the game. And he's hit a batter, but he picked off that batter. And there's been a couple of defensive plays by Dodge City that have actually kept a couple of runs off the board for Liberal, and great defensive plays here by the A's tonight.
You think back the diving play by Duro that saves that run going up the first base line. Then you have the pickoff by Ramos that keeps a run off right behind a solo shot. So, the A's are definitely in this game, and it's going to go either way. And this is going to come down to whoever can go the stretch with this one.
I think we're seeing tonight Dodge City, even through 3 innings here, that they've made a lot of strides to catch up with this hot Liberal BeeJay team.
Yeah, and all summer long, everybody in the league has been chasing the BeeJays, and hopefully we can give them a run for their money tonight.
Scott Anderson, the 3rd baseman, the batter, 0 for 1, grounded out to the shortstop, takes a strike over the inside part of the plate to lead off the 4th inning, count at 0-1. 0-1 pitch, that one just misses away. 1 ball and 1 strike for Scott Anderson, who mentioned is 0 for 1 tonight. Ramos, 3 innings, 3 hits. That one bounces into the turf, 2-1. Anderson, Werner, and Thomas here for the BeeJays in the 4th inning. The 2-1 pitch in there for a strike. And same location where he started off the inning. Now the count level at 2 balls and 2 strikes here for the third baseman, Scott Anderson. Wind up by Ramos in the 2-2. This is grounded, tap foul, and the count remains at 2-2. Dodge City at Wellington Saturday. Actually, Great Bend start off Thursday, so they'll venture closer east the next 2 trips. 2-2 pitch is up high, full count 3-2. So at Great Bend against the Batcats on Thursday, and then a night off Friday, and then Saturday, where it'll probably be hot, the Wellington Heat fitting there on Saturday. 3-2 pitch and a walk.
It is. I know. I was looking at the forecast earlier, and I know they're talking about high 90s to right at 100 degrees for Saturday. So, yeah, buckle up. It's going to be a warm one.
Yeah, and inside that old building there at Wellington, it's going to be a heat chamber, isn't it?
Yeah. The air conditioner isn't nearly what we have here at Cavalier Field.
No, it's not. Leadoff walk here for Anderson here in the top of the 4th, a tying run at first. Bringing up KP Werner. Throw back to first. That one was wide and a nice save by Hunter Duro, who's been pretty good with his glove here tonight. That one saved a runner from being in scoring position. KP Werner flew out to center field to lead off the 2nd inning. 0 for 1. Tying run at first for Liberal with nobody out, and off speed in there for a strike. Counted 0-1. 0-1 count here for Werner. Anderson at first, nobody out for Liberal here in the top of the 4th. Nice pitch as Gabe Ramos throws in a strike on the outside. Count at 0-2. So it goes off speed, fastball, now ahead in the count, 2 strikes. Anderson leads off from first. Hunter Duro playing the bag, throw back to first. They play the tag, but not in time. 4-3, Dodge City leads Liberal. The A's had 3 in the bottom of the 1st on that bases clearing triple by Doyle Kane, and then they added the solo home run by Ty Walton in the 2nd. That pitch fouled back. Count still at 0-2. Liberal got a 2-out home run from Wyatt Grant in the 1st inning, and then a 1-out home run in the 3rd inning from Quint Landis, and then Wyatt Grant with another 2-out home run in the 3rd. Grant's 2nd home run was probably further than the 1st. One, 2. Popped up, but it's going to be in a couple rows below us.
Watch out.
Yeah. I had the window in front of me, but I don't know. That might have been the damage one. 1-2 count here for KP Werner. Looking for the sign is Gabe Ramos from Ramirez. Pitch. Check swing, but pitch is low, and the count now 2-2. So Werner has worked the count even. He's fouled off a couple of pitches. This will be the 7th pitch of this at-bat to KP Werner. Tying run at first and nobody out here in the top of the 4th. Ramos trying to work on his 3rd strikeout of the night. That one just missing, and now it's full. We do have some activity warming up in the Dodge City bullpen right now. One throwing over there, right-handed pitcher. Ramos getting his pitch count high. Payoff pitch, fly ball, lift the air to shallow center field, racing underneath it, and it is going to be caught by the center fielder. Nice run in by Ty Walton for out number 1. He had to charge in on that pretty hard. It was hit between the center fielder and second baseman Carlos Arellano. And there's one away here in the BJ fourth of the tying run at first for Reed Thomas. So that was an 8-pitch at bat that was ended up won by Ramos.
As Omar Serrano down there in the bullpen.
All right. And pitch in for a strike here to Reed Thomas, who struck out looking his first time up. One of the 2 Ks in the game for Ramos. He's gone 3 1/3, has given up 3 runs, 3 hits, 2 strikeouts, 2 walks, and a hit batter. And that one in the dirt, and it gets away, and the catcher cannot find it. Is it now rounding second is Anderson. He's going to be into third on the wild pitch. And now the tying run. And the Anderson takes advantage as the catcher, Artie Ramirez, could not find the ball right away, and that cost 2 bases. That ball bounced all the way toward the Liberal dugout, and it's now a 1-1 count here for Reed Thomas, and tying run at 90 feet away with just 1 out. Lined up by Gabe Ramos in the pitch. Fly ball. This is into right center field. This could tie the game up. Underneath it is Bollinger. He'll make the catch, tagging up and scoring is going to be Scott Anderson, and we are tied at 4. So Thomas with the RBI sac fly scores Scott Anderson to make this a 4-4 game. And now bases cleared with 2 out here in the inning. And that'll bring up Aiden Shepardson. So base is empty. 2 outs. Pitch in for a strike. Aiden Shepardson, the shortstop. So Liberal has battled back from a 4-1 deficit, and a fly ball pulled foul, third base side, up on the bank there. Now the count is at 0-2. Leadoff walk and the wild pitch coming around to score for Liberal here in this top of the 4th. Tie this game up. Dodge City has played pretty well for the most part here tonight. They have out-hit and 4-3, and here's a right to the shortstop line drive. Shortstop Mikey Kane makes the catch to retire the side, but the ace on an RBI sacrifice fly, or the BeeJays rather, tied up on the RBI sacrifice fly in the top of the 4th. As we head to the bottom of the inning, 4-4 your score here on K-Buff.
A BioGuard pool is clearly the work of experts. You can be an expert with a good system that delivers clarity, convenience, and confidence. All of BioGuard's comprehensive pool care systems put the pleasure back in your pool with premium products that cover everything from sanitizers and shocks to algicides and balancers. Simple to follow and easy to maintain. That's what makes a BioGuard system. Visit Austin Pool in Dodge City or Garden City to learn about the right system for your pool and become the clear expert in your neighborhood.
Hey, Demon fans. Hey, Conquistador fans. It's game time. I Don't Care Family Restaurant and Sports Bar wants you to fuel up before the big game. Stop in before the game for tasty hamburgers, sandwiches, tacos, and more. Plus the coldest beer in town. Then when the game's over, stop back in for the late night menu, including calf fries, wings, nachos, pretzels, and more. Plus Friday and Saturday nights, it's free pool and darts, 10 p.m. to midnight. Dodge City sports fans, they've got you covered at I Don't Care Family Restaurant and Sports Bar, 1510 West Spruce, Dodge City.
Back here in the bottom of the 4th inning here, it will be the 6, 7, 8 hitters, Doyle Kane, Aaron Harper, and Mikey Kane. As Dodge City and Liberal are tied up, we'll pause for this station identification. This is Dodge City A's baseball.
We are powered by Quality Structures Incorporated, your post-frame headquarters in Scott City, Kansas. And we are KBUF, Holcomb, Garden City, Kansas.
Bottom of the 4th inning. Welcome back here. It's a 4-4 game and a check swing, but that pitch in for a called strike from Braxton Hyde to Doyle Kane, who hit the bases clearing triple, 3-run triple back in the 1st inning. And he pops this one up first base side. Is it going to be? It will be in foul territory, playable for Cade Ward for out number 1. So now it's Kane 1 for 2 on the day. That'll bring up Aaron Harper tonight. His first outing, he had a strikeout back in the first inning. That ended the first inning. And here he is here in the fourth of the 4-4 game. Dodge City scoring 3 in the first, 1 in the second. Liberal scoring 1 in the first, 2 in the third, and 1 in the fourth. That one is fouled back by Harper. And he's binding the count quickly at 0-1. And Hyde's starting to settle in after he gave up that solo home run with 1 out in the second inning. And then the double play really has changed this game around in favor of Liberal as they've scored the last 3 runs of this game. That pitch hits the low part of the strike zone in the count now at 0-2. 0-2 count for Aaron Harper, the third baseman. Harper from Mount San Jacinto College in California. Pitch misses 1-2 up and in. Very much a California flavor on this Dodge City A's team. 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss, and Harper's down on strikes twice in the ball game, and there's 2 out here in the fourth inning. Hyde has gotten the last 7 players retired. That'll bring up Mikey Kane, the shortstop, who flew out to left field to lead off the second inning. 0 for 1, trying to break this drought. Here's a grounder back up the middle, and that'll end the drought for Dodge City. Their 5th hit of the game is a bouncer back up the middle for a 2-out single. So Mikey Kane with Dodge City's 5th hit of the night, and he's now 1 for 2. And Ty Walton hit the solo home run his first time up. 4-4 here in this bottom of the third, 1 on, 2 out for the A's. They have out hit Liberal 5-3. All 3 hits for Liberal have been on solo home runs. Their 4th run was a sacrifice play, right back up the middle, same spot here, and rounding second and holding up is going to be Mikey Kane. So back-to-back singles here for the A's. Walton with his 2nd hit of the night, and so the go-ahead run in scoring position with 2 out. Jack Bollinger, the right fielder, steps in. He's 1 for 2, had a 1-out double, but then was picked off on the double play and the line drive to end that second inning that kind of changed the game around. So Bollinger, 3rd trip through, seeing Braxton Hyde, who's gone 3 2/3. 6 hits for Dodge City tonight. They've hit the ball well. Tied here with the BeeJays at 4. He shoots this one into left field, and that is going to be a diving catch by the left fielder. Quint Landis did not get it. The throw home is not in time. And Dodge City takes the lead back as Jack Bollinger with an RBI single in left field. It looked like Landis might have gotten that, but he did not. And it's now 5-4 as there's now 2 on and 2 out. And the 2-out rally continuing for the A's as the last 3 batters have reached on a single. It's a 2-hit game here for Bollinger and an RBI that scores Mikey Kane from second. Ty Walton stayed at second, and the A's back up 5-4. Carlos Ariano 1 for 2 in the game. Lined out in the double play his last time up in the second inning. Singled and scored in the first inning. 2 on and 2 out, and he takes a fastball in for a strike, count at 0-1. So Carlos Ariano up to bat. After having 8 in a row retired against 7 in a row retired against the A's. Dodge City with 3 straight singles, and they've scored a run. The count 1-1 after that pitch missed high. Bottom of the 4th, Dodge City with Ty Walton at second, Jack Bollinger at first, a 5-4 A's lead. 1-1 bouncer foul. Just foul third base side. That would have been a very tough play anyway for Anderson if that would have stayed fair, but it was just wide and the count at 1-2. A 1-2 count here for Carlos Ariano, the second baseman here in the last of the 4th. Dodge with the 5-4 lead. Looking as high to the runner at second. 1-2 pitch misses wide. 2-2. Nice backhanded play by the catcher, Wyatt Grant. No activity yet in the Liberal bullpen. Runner second, first. That pitch up and in, and having to back his way out of there was Ariano, kind of doing the limbo there on a fastball up and in, and he's worked the count full. So ball, or 3-2 count, 2 outs. The runners at first and second. Walton at second. Bollinger at first will take off on the payoff pitch from Braxton High to Carlos Ariano. And here is that pitch. The runners take off, but it's high, ball 4, and the bases are loaded. So after the first 2 outs of the 4th inning, Doyle Kane popped up in foul territory. Aaron Harper struck out. Mikey Kane with a single. Ty Walton with a single. Jack Bollinger with an RBI single. And now Carlos Ariano with a walk. So you have Bollinger at second, Ty Walton at third, and Ariano at first. A 5-4 A's lead as they've scored in 3 of their first 4 at-bats, similar to the BeeJays. The only inning that Dodge City has not scored in was the 3rd inning. That was an 8-pitch inning. They were retired in order. The pitch is in for a called strike, count at 0-1. This is the 7th batter of the inning, Hunter Dureau in 0 for 1 with a run scored, a walk, a strikeout. He struck out to begin the 3rd inning. 0-1 fastball. Ooh, it nicks the outside edge there for 0-2. That one just mainly got the black part of the plate. Count quickly at 0-2 here for Dureau with the bases loaded, 2 outs here in the last of the 4th. 5-4 Dodge City lead. 0-2 swung on and missed. 2 strikeouts in the inning as Dodge City does retake the lead here on the 2-out single by Jack Bollinger. As Dodge City leaves the bases loaded at 1 run on 3 hits, no errors. We go to the 5th. It's Dodge City 5, Liberal 4 here on AM 1030 KBUF.
Dodge City Red Demons has a long tradition. Family Practice Associates has been here for 38 years supporting and treating Red Demon athletes. We're the oldest independent medical practice in Dodge City with Dr. Presley, Dr. Trotter, Joanne Schaefer, ARNP, and Ryan Tyree, PA. We are here for your healthcare needs. We have in-house x-ray and lab. We have in-house counseling. For comprehensive healthcare, think Family Practice Associates of Western Kansas and call 225-1650.
Your health means everything. And every minute matters when an emergency puts your health at risk. That's why it's essential to get the care you need as soon as possible. The emergency department at Western Plains Medical Complex is ready, providing you quality care with the peace of mind of a certified chest pain center. Don't make your health wait. Get to the hospital. Western Plains Medical Complex. Learn more at westernplainsmc.com.
30-something. Okay. New pitcher in is Omar Serrano, the 6'4", 185-pound right-hander out of Downey, California, making the mound, or taking the mound, that is, for the Dodge City A's. This will be his 5th game this year. He's given up 1 hit, 3 walks, 11 strikeouts in 5 innings pitched. So he's been pretty solid. As the day's done for Gabe Ramos, who goes 4 innings officially, giving up 4 runs, or make that 3 runs, earned 4 hits and 2 strikeouts. He gave up 3 hits. So Omar Serrano making the appearance. So new pitcher here in this top of the 5th inning. There was 2 walks there. Ramos, 4 innings, probably his longest outing of the year by far. And he really had a pretty good outing, even though he gave up 3 solo home runs and 4 runs. That first pitch of the 5th inning, a fastball for Justin Harris, who is 0 for 0. He was hit by a pitch to lead off the 3rd inning and then was picked off Takes a pitch inside for ball one. So Dodge City must feel like that their scouting report is they need to pitch inside on Justin Harris. He works from the left side of the rubber. 1-0 pitch, now works inside, or outside that is. 2-0 to the right-handed batter, Justin Harris. So right-hander. Omar Serrano, the 6'4", 185-pounder, pitch is fouled back, and now the count is at 2-1. Two-one count here for the second baseman, Justin Harris, here in this fifth. A 5-4 Dodge City lead. They scored 3 in the first, 1 in the second, 1 in the fourth. Fouled off, and good job by Serrano to work the count even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Liberal scored a run in the first, 2 in the third, and 1 in the fourth. They've been all via fly ball. Their runs have been driven in by. 2-2 pitches. Strike 3, caught him looking. And a big strikeout for out number 1 to begin this fifth inning for Liberal. Liberal's only left 1 base runner through 4 innings. Dodge City left the bases loaded in the fourth. They've left 4 base runners have the A's, and another pitcher warming up in the A's bullpen. I believe that is Anthony Perez. Back to the top of the order with Quint Landis. Takes a strike, count it 0-1. He had a solo home run with 1 out in the third inning. That pulled Liberal to within 4-2. He lined out to right field in the top of the first. That pitch misses just in for a ball. So Landis 1 for 2 with an RBI and a run scored on that solo home run in the third. A 5-4 Dodge City lead. Pitch, curved miss, 2-1. Just missed. So 2-1 count here for the left fielder, Quint Landis. Mentioned Gabe Ramos' night is done after 4 innings. Pitch is high, 3-1. As Omar Serrano is here in the 5th inning. Three-one count here for Quint Landis. A.J. Folds on deck. The tying run at the plate for Liberal here in the top of the 5th. 3-1 pitch. Fouled off. Good job coming back by Serrano. And now he's worked the count full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Some activity there in the A's bullpen. Righty warming up. See how long Serrano ends up going in this game as he steps off the rubber. Nice thing is Dodge City gets a much-needed night off tomorrow night. They haven't been off for quite a while here. Although when you've won 6 in a row here coming in tonight, you almost want to keep playing here with the momentum. Payoff pitch. Missed, and it's ball 4, and there's 1 on and 1 out. So Quint Landis on first with 1 out for A.J. Folds. 0 for 2 with a couple of flyouts, 1 to center field, 1 to right field. It's tying run at first for the BeeJays here in this top of the 5th. 5-4 Dodge City lead. 5 runs, 7 hits, and no errors for the A's. 4 runs, 3 hits, 1 error for the BeeJays. That was a fastball missing down 1-0 now for Folds. Left-hander. A.J. Folds has that left foot right on the back of the batter's box and misses low and away. 2-0 to Folds does Serrano. Last 2 batters, he's really kind of wavered here out of the zone. Last time it affected him there as he allowed a walk. Runner goes, pitch is in for a ball, or strike, or rather throw to second, not in time, and a stolen base. The count now at 2-1. Ball rolled into center field, but luckily not far enough for Landis to advance. So 2-1 count here to A.J. Folds. Tying run at second here with just one out in the inning, so the double play, routine double play, I should say, is gone. 2-1 count here. Pitch misses low, 3-1. So we've seen Serrano fall behind 3-1 2 times in a row here to his last two batters. Landis, who's now at second. Folds, who's at the plate here in this top of the fifth. Beautiful evening here as high clouds to the west here, blocking the sun here as it sets in Dodge City. Serrano looks at the runner at second, who has a pretty decent lead. 3-1 pitch fouled off, full count. So our second straight payoff pitch coming here of this game. As A.J. Folds, a base hit for him, could tie this game up for the BeeJays. Dodge City trying to keep it a one-run game. We'll see how many more batters Serrano will get to face here. That is, I believe, Anthony Perez warming up in the A's bullpen. So Serrano will deliver a payoff pitch. Fly ball lift the air to left field, and back goes Irwin, and that is going to be over his head, and that's up against the wall, and that's going to tie the game up at 5. A RBI double by A.J. Folds scores Quint Landis from second, and we're tied at 5. And the first hit of the game for Liberal, other than a home run, is an RBI double. 5-5 game here now in the top of the fifth inning as Landis has scored for the second time. So we're tied once again here. That'll bring up the home run hitter, Wyatt Grant, who's hit 2 solo home runs over the left field area tonight. Both have been towering hits. 5-5 here in the fifth. That one is fouled back straight, counted 0-1. His first home run was on a 3-1 count. His second home run back in the third, pulled to within 4-3 for Liberal, was a 1-2 count. That's 0-1 here to Wyatt Grant. A.J. Folds at second, go-ahead run, who just hit the RBI double to tie this game up. Here's the 0-1. Nice pitch in for a strike by Serrano, and the count is at 0-2. That one broke in pretty hard there late. Fooled Grant. This would be a big out here for Dodge City if they can get a strikeout here. Serrano sets, working from the stretch, 0-2. Outside 1-2. Tried to get Grant to chase that one, but Grant did not bite. Count at 1-2. A's on the road 2 in a row, Thursday and Saturday. Thursday they go to Great Bend. Saturday down to Wellington. And then they'll host the Midwest Moose on Sunday.
And that's a 5 o'clock start.
That is a 5 o'clock start. All right, thank you. That pitch, just missed inside. Close one. And Grant maybe caught one there. It's 2-2.
Grant got lucky on that one because it sure looked good from up here.
That was a good old fastball. Home plate umpire Tony Vega says that one just missed. So the count has worked even here to Wyatt Grant. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Setting stretch, here's Serrano. Glances over at Folds, who's leading off from second. 2-2. Just missed again. That one just a little high. That one was really not much of a borderline pitch as compared to the last pitch. And the count is now full, so Grant has worked it from 0-2 to 3-2. Third straight 3-2 count here for the pitcher Serrano. Here in a 5-5 game in the top of the fifth. 3-2 delivery. Pop-up. This is in the infield. And who's going to take it? It'll be the third baseman as he calls off the shortstop. And Aaron Harper kind of makes the snowball catch there as Harper and Mikey Kane were in the same vicinity, and that's out number 2. That one was hit not nearly as far as the first 2.
No. But that one was hit up the elevator chute.
Yeah. It might have been as deep as it was high almost. 2 outs in the inning. Go ahead run at second for Liberal for Cade Ward, who is 0 for 1. Walked and popped up to the first baseman in foul territory to wrap up the third inning and takes a pitch in for a called strike. Speed count at 0-1. Dodge City will have the heart of the order due up with Gabe Irwin, Artie Ramirez, and Doyle Kane in the bottom of the fifth. Dodge City trying to keep this a tie ball game. Serrano, 0-1. That one, 1-1, excuse me. That one was, you could tell when it left his hand that was going to be a pitch low. It just did not look like a good delivery. But 1-1 here, and a nice job as well by the catcher, Artie Ramirez, for staying in front of that. 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. That one hammered foul. Third base side and out of play. Count at 1-2. Seen some big battles here these last 3 at-bats by Liberal against Serrano. Landis had a 3-2 count where he walked, and then A.J. Folds had a 3-2 count where he hit an RBI double to tie the game, and then 3-2 count to White Grand, who popped up. Harris struck out looking to begin this inning. Then you had mentioned the pop-up by Grand here. So the go-ahead run is at second here in the top of the fifth. I'm getting the feeling this may be the only inning for Serrano. 1-2. Swing and a miss. Nice job there on the off speed. He gets his second strikeout of the inning. Liberal ties this game up with a run on 1 hit, no errors. They strand their second base runner of the night. Halfway through here at Cavalier Field, it is Dodge City 5 and Liberal 5. This is A's Baseball on K-Buff.
Kelly Hendricks DDS is like the utility player of dentistry. They can do it all from cleanings, root canals, fillings, preventative care to orthodontics, comprehensive family dentistry from infants to adults. Located at 100 Ross Boulevard, Building 2, Suite C, Dodge City. They're open 7:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Monday through Thursday. Make an appointment today by calling 225-6555. Serving the Dodge City community for over 30 years. Kelly Hendricks DDS. Wear a smile, you can see a mile.
It's a myth those people feeling suicidal don't warn anyone. Most will give clues or even talk about it when asked. If you're worried about someone, talk to them right away. And there's help, like the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline at 1-800-273-TALK. Warning signs can save a life. Learn about them at mattersks.org. Brought to you by Glenn Curbs Law Firm.
Back here at Cavalier Field here in Dodge City. Adam Cadave with you alongside Justin Hergert. We're all tied at 5 here in the bottom of the fifth. It's Gabe Irwin, Artie Ramirez, and Doyle Kane. Their third time still facing pitcher Braxton Hyde. And on a gorgeous night of baseball here in Dodge City. Boy, that straightaway center field flag is limp, though. But the one over to the left where the trees are, it's blowing. Go figure. Pitch is now 1-0 here for Gabe Irwin, who is 0 for 2, a ground out and a strikeout. As a righty-lefty matchup, that one foul back, and the count now 1-1. Of course, Irwin from Stephen F. Austin, Burleson, Texas. 5'11", 195-pound left-handed batter, left fielder. Irwin, 1-1, sees it, low and away, 2-1. So Irwin, Ramirez, and Kane here in a 5-5 game. Dodge City has out-hit Liberals 7-4. The A's had the bases loaded in the fourth, only able to get one run across. That one fouled off by Irwin. The count now even back up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Starting to see some activity right now in the Liberal bullpen. Looks like that's Corbin Bailey, I believe, warming up, a right-handed pitcher for Liberal. 2-2. Fouled back again and remains at 2 balls and 2 strikes. So you have to think that Braxton Hyde's night is closer to being done. He's given up 7 hits, 5 runs. A couple of those earned after that first inning. The error. Pitch hits the outside corner. Strike 3, caught him looking for out number 1. Irwin strikes out for the second time tonight. 6 strikeouts in the game for Hyde in 4 1/3 innings. 1 out here in the A's 5th inning for Artie Ramirez. Is 0 for 1 with the run scored. Reached on an error. Or correction, he's 0 for 2 with the run scored. And takes the pitch up. 1-0 count. Ramirez, the catcher, swings underneath that pitch, and the count even at 1-1. And this is going to be a battle of the bullpens, I think, down the stretch here, Justin.
Indeed, it's playing out to be that way.
That pitch up and in, 2-1. 2-1 here for Artie Ramirez, the catcher. And part of this success for Dodge City here in this 6-game winning streak is being patient at the plate. Here's a bouncer tap foul, 2-2. And they've been patient enough at the plate, making the pitch counts high, getting those starters out of there. And that's, I'm just, as an observer, that's probably the bigger reason why they're where they're at right now this late in the year. Another reason, I guess you could say. 2-2 count here for Artie Ramirez. But it seems like every year that Tony Gonzalez has been here, this 2-2 pitch is fouled back. It remains 2-2, but it seems like the A's really do a good job of picking up steam in July, in late July, and into August.
Yeah, and especially as they start to look towards that postseason run of, where do we want to find ourselves and what can we do to improve? And that's what this summer season is all about, is starting better than finishing better than where you started.
Another 2-2 pitch fouled off, this time first base side. And it's just, all about plugging in the right players back and forth. And sometimes it takes a while, but it's a good system that works for Coach Gonzalez. 2-2 count here for Ramirez. This will be his 6th pitch of the at-bat, make that 7th pitch of the at-bat, and he shoots this one third base side, and this is going to be extra bases. It goes all the way back to the wall, and it'll be a 1-out double here for Artie Ramirez, and a stand-up double, second double of the game for the A's, and they have the go-ahead runner in scoring position with the 1 out here for Doyle Kane, and a great patient at-bat there for Artie Ramirez. 7th pitch, and he makes it pay off in a loop into left field. Kane, the DH. Santa Clarita, California. That's where he's from. The time called here because
an errant ball came in from
yes,
BeeJays bullpen.
Yeah, the ball could not be kept on their side, so that'll break up the game for a couple of seconds. Five game. This is popped up and out of play first base side, and 0-1 count here for Doyle Kane, who's 1 for 2. He drove in 3 runs in that first inning with 2 outs, cleared the bases to give the A's a 3-1 lead. He popped up to the first baseman to lead off the 4th inning in foul territory. And he's behind in the count here early on, 0-1 with Artie Ramirez at second. That pitch in the turf blocked by Grant, and the count is now at 1-1. 1-on-1 out here last of the 5th. It's a 5-5 game. Dodge City has doubled up the hits, 8-4. 3 of the 4 hits for the BeeJays are solo home runs. Here's a ground ball off the glove of the shortstop, and there's going to be 2 on and 1 out. I believe that'll be the second error of the night here. Nope, it'd be
That's going to be an infield hit.
It was a tough backhanded play there for the shortstop, Aiden Shepardson. So a double and a single this inning, and the A's with 2 on and 1 out here for Aaron Harper. He's trying to make it the third time this charm here. He has back-to-back strikeouts. But a good effort by Shepardson to keep that ball in the infield as the pitch misses for 1-0. That's one of those that was a tough effort or tough play that time for Shepardson, but I can see why you call that a hit because it was the difficulty of the play backhand, and it would have been a tough play to first. Count at 1-1 here for Aaron Harper here in this bottom of the 5th inning. Base hit can give the A's the lead back. Pitch, he foul tipped, swing and miss, and count now 0-2, or 1-2, excuse me. Yeah, 1-2 here.
Yeah.
Boy, that last foul ball, luckily that was a few more feet to the right. Otherwise, that was through the window right into your face there.
Yeah, that one was close.
1-2. Here's a fly ball lifting the air to right field, but right there is Warner to make the catch, tagging up from second. As Ramirez, he will slide into third safely. So runners on the corners with 2 outs, and Harper flies out to right field for out number 2. And advancing to third is Ramirez. 2 outs here in the inning, and that'll bring up Mikey Kane, who started a 2-out rally back in the 4th inning and singled and scored to give the A's the 5-4 lead at the time. And he has the opportunity to give the A's the lead back here with the base hit. Two on, 2 out here for the A's here in those gold shirts, green letters, numbers, white pants. The pitch low, and it got away from the catcher, but not far enough to allow Ramirez to come home. The count is at 1-0. So we have Doyle Kane at first, Artie Ramirez at third with 2 outs here in the inning. One-0 count here for Mikey Kane, the shortstop. Bounces or ground ball to third, and Anderson makes the throw to first in time. And the A's have stranded 5 base runners in the last 2 innings. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, and 2 left as we head to the 6th. It's a 5-5 game here on AM 1030 KBUF and 107.1 FM.
Sneezing, coughing, runny nose, and fever have you feeling down? Find the relief you need at the time that fits your schedule at Express Wellness Urgent Care in Dodge City. Now from any device, your healthcare visit is just a click away with Express Wellness Urgent Care's online check-in. Visit expresswellnessurgentcare.com and choose a time that works for you. Open 7 days a week with extended hours. Express Wellness Urgent Care is here to serve you on Wyatt Earp Boulevard in Dodge City.
Wearing the right work boot can make all the difference in your day. And at Long's, they've assembled the best selection of brands, styles, and sizes in this area. Choose from Ariat, Red Wing, Justin, Tony Lama, Twisted X, Wolverine, Dan Post, and Laredo. All discount priced every day. They've got the style that is suited best for the job you do. Plus the largest selection of ladies, steel, and safety toe boots in this area. So come into Long's and see why they've been selling the best brands in Southwest Kansas for over 50 years. Open Monday through Friday, 9 to 8:30, Saturday 9 to 6, and Sunday 1 till 6.
6th inning, it's a 5-5 game. Glad to have you back here at Cavalier Field here on KBUF, 1030 AM, 107.1 FM. It is Anthony Perez taking the mound for the Dodge City A's. 3rd pitch of the night used by Dodge City. This will be his 6th game of the year. He has 0-1, has a 5.57 earned run average. He has given up 16 runs, 13 of those earned, 14 hits. Has struck out 24 and has walked 23, and he comes in with the game tied. And we mentioned this in the break before the bottom of the 5th here, Justin. This is kind of looking more like a bullpen finish here, a bunch of 1-inning performances here for the A's bullpen.
Yeah, and it it could be a pre-scripted thing, or, we may just be trying to give some of our pitchers a little bit of work too. I don't know.
The run in the fifth inning given up by Serrano, the run for the Liberal BeeJays, that was the first run he has allowed all year in 6 games there. But it was a well-rested bullpen after they did not even have to take the field last night. The winner going 7 innings there. Also, you have the affordability of a night off tomorrow, so you can stretch that bullpen out a little longer.
Yep. We do have one more defensive change, and the third baseman now is Albert Lovano.
All right, thank you there. So Albert Lovano in for Aaron Harper. Alberto from Chino, California. So that's our first defensive change of the night. Lovano will replace Harper in the 7 hole. Batter once again is going to be Scott Anderson, who is 0 for 1 with a run scored. He led off the 4th inning with a walk, and he advanced on the wild pitch from first to third, and then scored on the RBI sacrifice fly in that 4th inning from Reed Thomas. And he grounds this one just past the newly inserted Lovano into left field for a leadoff single. Liberals' first single of the night comes in the 6th inning. 3 solo home runs, a double, and now a single of their hits. Nobody warming up right now in the A's bullpen. As KP Warner steps in, he's got a pair of fly ball outs to center field. So Anderson now 1 for 2 in the game with a run scored, and he's on at first with nobody out here. The BeeJays have put the pressure on Dodge City. The leadoff runner aboard in the 3rd inning, or 3 of the last 4 innings. That pitch misses for a ball. 1-0. So Perez, the 3rd pitcher of the night, working from the stretch here. The 1-0 pitch is up high, 2-0. So he struggled his first 3 pitches thrown, giving up the single and then the 2 outside the zone. 5-5 here in the top of the 6th. Liberal and Dodge City tied up. The A's have led most of the night here, but Liberal has been trying to play catch-up since the 1st inning, and that one got away from him. Nice backhanded save by Artie Ramirez. Otherwise, the wild pitch puts the runner in scoring position. Now it's a 3-0 count here for KP Warner. So Perez has struggled so far up on the mound here, and hopefully trying to regroup here. Brings home the 3-0 pitch, and that misses low for ball 4. And the BeeJays now with 2 on and nobody out here in the top of the 6th inning. Nobody warming up yet for Dodge City, so this could be the next inning, maybe 2 here for Perez right now. As Reed Thomas steps in, 0 for 2 with an RBI. Sac fly in the 4th inning that tied the game up at 4. So 2 on, nobody out. First time Liberals had 2 base runners on tonight. Righty-lefty matchup. That one inside, and that's 5 in a row outside of the strike zone for Anthony Perez. Perez trying to get his control here, and more importantly, he just needs to get an out here. 1-0. That'll work. That's a strike. 1-0. Hopefully that'll give him some confidence back up on the mound. 1-1 count here for Reed Thomas, the DH. Aiden Shepardson to follow. 2 on, nobody out for Liberal in the top of the 6th. 1-1. Hits the outside corner, called strike 1-2. Nice fastball there coming from Anthony Perez, and the count now to ball and 2 strikes. 5-5 here in the top of the 6th. Dodge City tied up here with the Liberal BeeJays. Dodge City trying to pick up their first win of the year against Liberal, their last meeting of the regular season. Last divisional game as well for the A's. 1-2, strike 3, caught him looking outside corner. And a nice comeback there for Perez for out number 1. That's a good start after giving up a single and a walk. Aiden Shepardson steps in. He struck out his first time up to end the 2nd inning, a liner to the shortstop to end the 4th inning. He could end the 6th inning if he hits into a double play here. So Thomas has struck out twice. Pitch, oh, that plunks him right on the shoulder, and the bases are loaded. Second time the A's have hit a Liberal BeeJay tonight. So that'll put Scott Anderson to 3rd and KP Werner to 2nd with only 1 out. Tried to go fastball up and in and missed. Justin Harris, he was one of those that was hit by a pitch. He also struck out looking for the first out of the 5th inning. He needed a rosin bag. Looks like did they just throw that from the dugout there?
Yeah.
That's what I thought. He made a nice catch to Anthony Perez. Maybe that's why he missed up and in on that. He needed that rosin. Is Harris the batter? Second baseman. Perez steps off. So bases loaded. You have Scott Anderson at 3rd, KP Werner at 2nd, Shepardson at 1st. The first baseman, Duro, and third baseman, Levano, well, especially first baseman, Duro playing in. Double play positioning here. Pitch in there for a strike, counted 0-1. 0-1 count here for Justin Harris. Bases loaded for Liberal here in the bottom of the 6th. First time they've been in this situation all night. They've only stranded 2 base runners here in a 5-5 game here in the top of the 6th. 0-1, that's in there first. Ooh, just missed. 1-1. Didn't miss by much up high. 1-1 the count. Harris, we'll see a 1-1 pitch here as Perez still works from the stretch with the bases loaded here. And here is that 1-1 thing, and just tap foul past the Dodge City dugout, and the count now 1-2. Let's see what Perez comes up here with the 1-2 count with the bases loaded and 1 out. And then it'll be back to the top of the order if there's no double play. Quint Landis is set to check in for the 4th time, seeing his 3rd effort pitcher. Here in a 5-5 game here. 1-2. Swing and a miss. Good strikeout there. 2 strikeouts in the inning for Perez. And now bases loaded, 2 outs. And he's 1 out away from not seeing any damage done by Liberal. As Landis is 1 for 2. He has scored twice. Or correction, he's 1 for 2. A walk. Last time up, and a stolen base and a run scored. Home run in the 3rd inning, a line drive to lead off the 1st inning to right field. Bases loaded, 2 out here in the top of the 6th. In a 5-5 game, can Perez get out of a jam? Pitch misses low and in, ball 1. The A's will have the 9-1-2 hitters due up in the bottom of the 6th. Ty Walton, Jack Bollinger, Carlos Arellano. Perez trying to get out of a bases-loaded jam here in this top of the 6th. A walk, a single, and a hit batter. That 1-0 pitch just missed up and in, 2-0. So it's been tough, borderline pitches that have gone in favor of Landis here in these first two pitches of this at bat for Quint Landis. Perez sets, and he'll deliver a 2-0. Misses. Oh, that one in for a strike, 2-1. Curveball must have snuck in late there, 2-1.
Maybe it was a makeup call.
That was my next thought, too, there, Justin. 2-1 count there for Quint Landis. 2-1 count. See if Perez can get this count even. And he does, 2-2. So he's come back from a 2-0 deficit to even up the count at 2-2. Bases loaded, 2 out top of the sixth. 5-5 your score here with Dodge City and Liberal. Can Perez strike out the side or get an out? And get an out. And/or, I should say. Perez sets. 2-2, outside, full count. That one missed wide. And that was a big play that time by Artur Ramirez because that gets by him. That scores a run from third. Scott Anderson at third, KP Warner at second, and Aiden Shepardson at first for Liberal. So with a 3-2 count and 2 outs, the runners will take off on the Perez pitch. Here in a 5-5 game here in the top of the sixth. Perez looking for a sign from catcher Ramirez. Sets. Runners take off on the pitch. Grounder. This will be tough play. Shortstop. Kane over to first. Oh, it's dropped, and now Liberal has the lead, and they score 2 on an error throw home. And Liberal now leads 7-5, and they'll have runners at second and third, but the runner is tagged out at second, and they just tossed the runner at second. Quentin Landis was just tossed there by the umpire for slamming his helmet, but he drives in a run, and Liberal ends up with 2 runs home in the top of the sixth. We head to the bottom of the sixth. We'll try to explain everything there. It is 7-5 Liberal. This is A's baseball.
A BioGuard pool is clearly the work of experts. You can be an expert with a good system that delivers clarity, convenience, and confidence. All of BioGuard's comprehensive pool care systems put the pleasure back in your pool with premium products that cover everything from sanitizers and shocks to algicides and balancers. Simple to follow and easy to maintain. That's what makes a BioGuard system. Visit Austin Pool in Dodge City or Garden City to learn about the right system for your pool and become the clear expert in your neighborhood.
At South Central Kansas Bone and Joint Center, we feel your pain, and then we fix it. Heel pain is extremely common. Dr. Scott Gordon, podiatrist, specializes in the resolution of heel pain, diabetic foot and wound conditions, corrective foot and ankle surgery, and successful alternative treatments for most lower extremity pain. South Central Kansas Bone and Joint Center, Pratt, Dodge City, and Liberal.
Dodge City Red Demons has a long tradition. Family Practice Associates has been here for 38 years supporting and treating Red Demon athletes. We're the oldest independent medical practice in Dodge City. With Dr. Presley, Dr. Trotter, Joanne Schaefer, ARNP, and Ryan Tyree, PA, we are here for your healthcare needs. We have in-house x-ray and lab. We have in-house counseling. For comprehensive healthcare, think Family Practice Associates of Western Kansas and call 225-1650.
All right, back here, it was a wild end of the sixth inning. There were 2 errors in the play, the throw to the shortstop, then the throw home. Liberal scores Scott Anderson and K.P. Warner, and then the throw to second threw out Landis. Landis slammed his helmet, and the umpire at second that called him out ejected him, so there's a new right fielder. And here's a foul ball out of play for Ty Walton here to lead off this Bottom of the sixth, the A's with their largest deficit of the night. By the way, out of all that, there is a new pitcher as well for Liberal. That is Corbin Bailey. And there is a new right fielder as well. We'll try to get that. Here's a shot just over the shortstop's Shepherdson's glove and left center field. So Walton with his third hit of the game in the 9-hole. 2 singles for him and the tying run to the plate with nobody out here in the bottom of the sixth. So Perez with 1 inning of relief pitching ends up giving up a couple of unearned runs. So the tying run, Jack Bollinger at the plate with 2 hits, a double and a single, an RBI single in the 4th inning. As I mentioned, there is a new player in left field for Liberal, I should say. That pitch misses for ball 1. So Jack Bollinger, the right fielder, batting. But Corbin Bailey, just his 2nd appearance of the year. He has given up a hit to earned run, and this is a double play ball, 2nd to 1st, and over to 1st in time. So a 4-6-3 double play for Bollinger. So Harris, Shepherdson, Ward, and just like that, their base is empty. 2 out here in this 6th inning for Dodge City, and the tie and run now back on deck. So now Bollinger 2 for 4 on the night. And that'll bring up Carlos Ariano with the bases empty and 2 down here in the last of the 6th. As I mentioned, this is a new pitcher in for Liberal. The pitch misses for a ball. As Corbin Bailey is the pitcher. That pitch in for a strike. 1-1. So the double play changed this inning around for the A's, and a big swing and a miss off speed. It's now 1-2 here for Ariano. Bailey definitely pulled the string on that. Nobody warming up in either bullpen. We'll try to see who that new left fielder is for Liberal as well. 1-2. That one into the turf, 2-2. So leadoff single by Ty Walton, and then on a 1-0 count, Jack Bollinger goes into the 4-6-3 double play, and now the count for Ariano is full at 3-2. Payoff pitch coming here for Ariano, the shortstop, 1 for 2, and he shoots this one into left field for a 2-out single. He has a 2-hit game, and that brings the tying run back to the plate for the A's here in the bottom of the 6th, down 7-5. I believe that is either Boggs, maybe or Warner in left field. Hard to see those BeeJays numbers, that powder blue numbers. 22, okay, thank you. We'll get that here in a little bit. Pitch is fouled off here for Dureau and count at 0-1. So replacing Quint Landis in left field there is Tyler Boggs. And this will be his 14th game of the year after Quint Landis was tossed for slamming his helmet. That pitch in for a called strike to Dureau, the first baseman, the count at 0-2. Here in the bottom of the 6th, 1 on, 2 out for the A's, down 2 runs, 7-5. Liberal has scored in 5 of the first 6 innings. And here's a blooper into right field, or fly ball, and that'll be fielded by Werner. He'll make the catch to retire the side. 2 hits, but nothing to show for the A's. They've left 6 on in the last 3 innings. As we head to the 7th inning, it is Liberal with a 7-5 lead here on K-Buff.
Kelly Hendricks DDS is like the utility player of dentistry. They can do it all from cleanings, root canals, fillings, preventative care to orthodontics, comprehensive family dentistry from infants to adults. Located at 100 Ross Boulevard, Building 2, Suite C, Dodge City. They're open 7:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Monday through Thursday. Make an appointment today by calling 225-6555. Serving the Dodge City community for over 30 years. Kelly Hendricks DDS. Wear a smile, you can see a mile.
Hey, Demon fans. Hey, Conquistador fans. It's game time. I Don't Care Family Restaurant and Sports Bar wants you to fuel up before the big game. Stop in before the game for tasty hamburgers, sandwiches, tacos, and more. Plus the coldest beer in town. Then when the game's over, stop back in for the late night menu, including calf fries, wings, nachos, pretzels, and more. Plus Friday and Saturday nights, it's free pool and darts, 10 p.m. to midnight. Dodge City sports fans, they've got you covered at I Don't Care Family Restaurant and Sports Bar, 1510 West Spruce, Dodge City.
7-5 Dodge City trailing here to the Liberal BeeJays as we enter the 7th inning. And the A's last 3 innings have not been able to take advantage of base runners as they have left 6 on the bases, including the bases loaded in the 4th, 2 in the 5th, and then left 1 on board in the 6th, including, or they had the double play as well, figured into that. But they've hit the ball well, just 11 hits, but have just been unable to bring a lot of those runs home tonight.
And that's been a struggle for the A's all season, as they'll load up bases or get runners on. And, you know, it's not uncommon to see big numbers at the end of the night for left on base for the A's.
A.J. Folds, the center fielder, checks in 1 for 3 at an RBI single back in the 5th inning. And with a team like Liberal, they put a lot of pressure on you, and you have to take advantage of every opportunity. And, boy, Perez was so close to getting out of that bases loaded jam in the 6th. A couple errors in that top of the 6th, and Liberal took advantage of 2 of them with the 2 outs. And the count now 1-0 to lead off the 7th inning for A.J. Folds. Here's a 1-0 grounder right to Carlos Ariana at shortstop. He'll fling it over to Hunter Duro at first for out number 1. We'll pause for station identification. This is Dodge City A's baseball.
We are powered by Quality Structures Incorporated, your post-frame headquarters in Scott City, Kansas. And we are KBUF, Holcomb Garden City, Kansas.
Adam Kadavy, Justin Hergert with you here from Cavalier Field in Dodge City on a beautiful Tuesday evening here. And 20th of July, 7-5 Liberal with the lead. They've scored the last 3 runs of the ball game as they lead it here with 1 out, bases empty in the top of the 7th. Wyatt Grant, the batter, he is 2 for 3. He hit 2 towering home runs in the 1st and 3rd innings, both solo shots, and then a towering pop-up in the infield in the 5th inning, and he now leads in the count, or correction, 1-1. That last pitch was called a strike. So he is 2 for 3. 1-1 count here. And a swing and a miss. Now the count at 1-2 here for Wyatt Grant. Anthony Perez on for a 2nd inning in relief for the A's. He's the 3rd pitcher used tonight by Dodge City, and right now he's in line for the decision. 2-2 and a swing, or 1-2, swing and miss, dropped by the catcher, but Artie Ramirez has time to throw it over to Hunter Duro to first for out number 2 to complete the strikeout. So good to pitch that time by Perez. He records his 3rd strikeout in 5 outs. Cade Ward, the batter, he struck out to end the 5th inning against Omar Serrano. On the top of the 7th, 7-5 for the BeeJays. That pitch in for a strike, count at 0-1 here to Cade Ward. Grant plays for Seward County, or he played this past season for the Saints. 0-1 pitch, and this is a loop into left field for a single, as Cade Ward is on for the 2nd time tonight, his first hit of the game. 2-out single. So Dodge City was looking for the first 3 up and 3 down innings since the 2nd inning, but were unable to get that there, and Scott Anderson checks in. He has scored twice, 1 for 2, a walk, a single, and a ground out. 2 runs scored. Top of the 7th, 1 on 2 out for the BeeJays. Pitch, a wild pitch there thrown by Perez, and trotting into second will be Cade Ward on the wild pitch. 1-0 the count. Perez, or rather Ramirez, has been able to get to some of those pitches that have been thrown that wide, but that time he was unable to. And just by kind of the reaction of Ramirez, you kind of wonder if maybe they had mixed signals, Perez and Ramirez.
It's entirely possible, and I know this time of night it gets really hard to see, especially if they're using finger signs to call pitches.
It's kind of that twilight. Lights are on now here at Cavalier Field, and just past 9 o'clock here, so a little bit of daylight remaining. Still can't get over how good the outfield looks here for being almost late July here. They've done a great job keeping it up here all summer. 1-0. Pitch hits the outside corner, 1-1. It's always good when you've had some – Dodge City's had some pretty good rains here this year as well. That's helped out. And haven't had the blistering summers as we've had in years past. That's also helped out.
And it's been nice. And
yes.
You do, like we did just last week, we got some very timely rain.
Well, now 2 on and 2 out as Scott Anderson plunked in the back by that pitch. So now last 2 batters faced a single and a hit batter as Perez now will have 2 on and 2 outs. Out of all that wildness in the 6th inning, with Liberal having the bases loaded, they scored 2 runs. They only stranded 1 batter, or 1 runner, after Quint Landis was tagged out trying to advance to second. That was a great play by the catcher, Artur Ramirez, after the errant throw home that gave Liberal the 2-run lead. Werner, the batter, 2 flyouts and a walk. He was stranded at third in the 6th inning. Nice block by Ramirez. Count at 1-0. He's 0 for 2. Actually, he did score in that. Shepherdson was actually stranded at third. So Werner was the run that scored that on the second error of the play in the top of the 6th. That was just a lot of game in one play. 1-0, and this is a bouncer. This will be fielded by the third baseman. No play, and now the bases are loaded. The third baseman there, Alberto Lovano, cut off the shortstop, Mikey Kane, and now no play and an infield single, and the bases are loaded. Is that one maybe you would like to see the shortstop take, but maybe the left or third baseman feeling confident enough?
I think if you let the shortstop take it, you do have a possible play at first. You know, Werner was running hard and may have beat it out anyway.
Yeah, that was going to be a bang-bang play nonetheless. And you got to love the effort anyway. But pitch is missing for Reed Thomas, and the count is at 1-0. So all of a sudden you go from 2 out, nobody on, to the bases loaded, a walk, or two singles, a hit by a pitch sandwiched in between there. And Liberal on the cusp of opening things up here in the top of the 7th. And 1-0 delivery, hits the outside for a strike, 1-1.
And, you know, and this is where Liberal can be very dangerous, especially late in the game. They're a hard-hitting team, and you get into the bullpen, things don't go your way, and you can find yourself with Liberal blowing the game wide open.
And that pitch misses up high, 2-1. And really Perez has done a pretty decent job. He's been inconsistent at times here in his 2nd inning relief here, but he's been pretty consistent. And, you know, get that out, that third out of the 6th inning, we're still at a tie game. But he has the bases loaded with 2 outs for a 2nd straight inning here, and that pitch is low, 3-1. And still no activity for the Dodge City A's. And Perez has come back, though. He has 3 strikeouts an inning and 2/3. Those 2 runs, though, were unearned runs. Or 3-1 count rather, with 2 outs. Here's a 3-1 pitch. It's the outside corner as Thomas was thinking ball 4, trotting off to first. But Tony Vega, the home plate umpire, says, "Not so fast, my friend," and it's a full count. Runners will be taking off on the 3-2 count with Cade Ward at third. Also, Scott Anderson at second and KP Werner at first. Runners go. Payoff pitch just fouled off. Dodge City, by the way, trying to keep this a 2-run game, will have the heart of the order with Gabe Irwin, Artie Ramirez, and Doyle Kane due up. They've gotten to the pitchers of Liberal tonight, but have been unable to take advantage of a bases loaded in the 4th inning, 2 on and leaving 2 on in the 5th, a double play in the 6th, and still leaving 1 on with 2 hits in that 6th inning. Time called at the plate. Stepping off was Perez.
And so far tonight, the A's have managed to keep Liberal out of the big inning.
They have. They've done a good job with their defense. Payoff pitch. Runners go again. That one just getting a piece of it, fouling it off. Thomas might have fouled off ball 4 there, and that's a break for the A's, and they'll take it. So we'll have our third 3-2 pitch coming up here. But yeah, the A's defense really has been pretty solid tonight, and it's gotten better all season here.
Indeed. You know, you got guys that are seeing the ball well, that are making athletic plays, and just playing good baseball.
As a 3-2 pitch popped up third base side, and making the catch is Alberto Lovato, and that'll end the threat for the BeeJays. So they leave the bases loaded for the first time tonight. No runs on 2 hits and no errors in the game. They've stranded now 6 and 7 at bats. Stretch time here at Cavalier Field. It is 7-5 for Liberal. This is Dodge City A's baseball.
Sneezing, coughing, runny nose, and fever have you feeling down? Find the relief you need at the time that fits your schedule at Express Wellness Urgent Care in Dodge City. Now from any device, your healthcare visit is just a click away with Express Wellness Urgent Care's online check-in. Visit expresswellnessurgentcare.com and choose a time that works for you. Open 7 days a week with extended hours. Express Wellness Urgent Care is here to serve you on White Oak Boulevard in Dodge City.
Your health means everything. And every minute matters when an emergency puts your health at risk. That's why it's essential to get the care you need as soon as possible. The emergency department at Western Plains Medical Complex is ready, providing you quality care with the peace of mind of a certified chest pain center. Don't make your health wait. Get to the hospital. Western Plains Medical Complex. Learn more at westernplainsmc.com.
Back here at Cavalier Field for the Dodge City 7th inning. Gabe Irwin, Artie Ramirez, Doyle Kane due up for the A's. Down a pair of runs at 7-5 here. It's been a good ball game tonight and a beautiful evening here. And Irwin looking to break his 0-for-3 slump, facing Corbin Bailey for the first time tonight. The righty-lefty matchup, first pitch into the dirt for the bottom of the 7th is a ball. Dodge City had 2 hits in the bottom of the 6th. They had the leadoff single by Ty Walton, but Jack Bollinger, unfortunately for the A's, hit into a 4-6-3 double play on a 1-0 count, and that wiped the bases empty, and then Carlos Arellano reached on a single and then a flyout by Hunter Duro to end the 6th inning, that threat, and that pitch gets away 2-0. So the patience for Dodge City batters when you're down 2 runs is going to be key here down the stretch as we see some activity toward the Liberal dugout. They're not warming up tossing yet, getting stretched out a little bit with those bands tied to the fence. 2-0, in for a strike, 2-1. Seven runs, 7 hits, 1 error for the BeeJays. 5 runs, 11 hits, 2 errors for Dodge City.
Not sure what's going on, but Tony Vega has either issued a warning or...
Yeah.
I know he pointed over towards Gabe Irwin, and I'm not sure if it was the dugout that he was pointing at or at Gabe. There's been something issued here.
2-1 pitch is high, 3-1. Yeah, that one halted things after the last pitch that was in there. So now 3 balls and a strike. Yeah, things can get a little testy sometimes between these two programs. So that 3-1 pitch, Irwin takes a called strike. He was thinking that was going to be ball 4 as well. It always happens every time after a 3-2 count. It never favors the batter when you're headed over to first when you think it's ball 4. That one is fouled off, and it's still 3-2. It's amazing how that happens every time, it seems like. After a 3-1 count, you're getting ready to walk to first, and then all of a sudden the umpire says strike 2. Here's a fly ball. Lift the air to right field. This may just stay in toward the warning track, and it does for KP Warner for out number 1. Usually you get a strike 3 on that if you're trotting toward first on 3-1 count when you think it's ball 4, and umpire rings you up for strike 2. Irwin gave that one a pretty good ride, but it's out number 1 nonetheless, and that'll bring up Artie Ramirez. 1 for 3 tonight, and there reached on an error and scored. Ground out and a double. He stranded at third back in the 5th inning and takes the ball 1. So Corbin Bailey in his 2nd inning of relief here. 1-0, and he pops this one back. That's going to go behind us, 1-1. I was kind of waiting for the crash on top of the press box, but that didn't come.
That one had enough. It probably went on the roof of the YMCA.
Yep. Young kid will have a souvenir tomorrow. 1-1 pitch, shot third base side toward the Dodge City bullpen. Nobody around that area. Count at 1-2. 1-2 count here for Artie Ramirez, the catcher for the A's, here in the bottom of the 7th. Tying run remains on deck. That is Doyle Kane. It's a 7-5 A's deficit. As Bailey steps back up onto the mound and foot on the rubber, working for wind-up. Ramirez taking his time getting back into the batter's box here. Long wind-up. Now we got time, and it's like Corbin Bailey did not like the sign he was seeing from his catcher, Wyatt Grant. 1-2. Ground ball fielded by the shortstop. Aiden Shepardson fires it over to first in time for out number 2 to first baseman Ward. Cade Ward, that's out number 2. 6-3 on the retirement. 2 away, bases empty here in the Dodge City 7th for Doyle Kane. He's 2 for 3. The bases clearing triple back in the first, popped up in foul territory first out of the 4th inning, and then a single in the 5th inning. He was stranded at first in that 5th inning and takes a pitch missing, ball 1. 7-5 Liberal lead here last of the 7th. Bases cleared 2 away. Pitch in for a strike, 1-1. Dodge City will be at Great Bend on Thursday to take on the Batcats and then the Wellington Heat. And here's a liner right into left field, and it just drops right in front of the left fielder who's in there, Tyler Boggs, and into second. That one took a bad hop there. It looked like Boggs had a pretty decent read on it, but it's a 2-out a double and the tying run to the plate here. For Kane, his 3rd hit of the night. He is a home run away from the cycle. First time up tonight here for the Dodge City A, Alberto Luvano. Batting .254 on the year. He has 10 RBI, 1 home run. A home run would tie this game up, and now we see the catcher Wyatt Grant and the pitcher Corbin Bailey talking. Here in the last of the 7th, here in a 7-5 Liberal lead. So the tying run at the plate here for the A's here in the Dodge City 7th inning. That meeting's over, and now they're back into their positions. And this is a third hit given up by Bailing in 2 innings relief, blocked by the catcher, Grant, and the count 1-0 here for Alberto Luvano, who's the new third baseman checking in for Aaron Harper. Harper played the first 5 innings. Luvano in for his second inning. It's a 1-0 count here. Bailey working from the stretch, delivers the 1-0. Swung on and missed on a slider, 1-1. Dodge City with 12 hits tonight. One pitch. That one didn't even get to cross play to hit the turf in front of home plate. 2-1 for Luvano. Home run ties this game up. A base hit draws the A's to within 1. Two-one pitch coming up here from Corbin Bailey. Ground ball, back up the middle, base hit. Rounding third is going to be Kane. He is coming home easily, and it's a 1-run game, and a RBI single for Alberto Luvano makes this a 7-6 Liberal game here in the last of the 7th. Big drop in there, RBI, as Kane scored from second, and now the tying run is at first with 2 out here for Mikey Kane. He has an opportunity with a big extra base hit to drive in his brother here, who leads on from first. 13 hits. The Baker's dozen, and that one fouled back by Mikey Kane, the shortstop. 0-1 the count. First time the A's have scored since the 4th inning. They've scored in 4 of the 7 innings. Liberal has scored in 5 of the 7 innings at bat. 0-1 pitch is low, and the count's even at 1-1. So the go-ahead run at the plate for the A's here in the bottom of the 7th. 7 runs, 7 hits, 1 error for Liberal. 6 runs, 13 hits, 2 errors for Dodge City. Almost took off from first. He stopped, and the count is at 2-1. That pitch is low. The 7 hits for Liberal on 7 runs, 3 of those were solo home runs on the first 3 innings for the BeeJays. 2-1, 3-1. So hitters count here for Mikey Kane, with Doyle Kane Alberto Luvano, at first. Doyle Kane scored on that last single by Luvano from second after he had that double earlier in this inning. 3-1 pitch is fouled back, so it's a multitude of options there. Kane, he fouls it off. So on a 3-2 count with 2 outs, Luvano will take off from first here in the bottom of the 7th. He is the tying run leading off from first. The first baseman, Ward, does not play the bag. Runner takes off, payoff pitch, fly ball. This is into the gap. Yes, it's in the left center field. Rounding third as the left fielder falls. Here comes Luvano home, and it's an RBI double to tie the game up at 7. Mikey Kane delivers an RBI double into the alley, and we are tied at 7 as Luvano scored all the way from first.
And how about that for some base heads-up running by Luvano?
Yes.
He's in play. As soon as that pitch leaves his hand, he's in play leaving, and that's what drives him all the way around to score from first.
A 2-run inning for the A's ties this game up at 7 here in the last of the 7th. And here comes Coach Eric Olmstead out of the dugout. They do have a lefty warming up in their bullpen due to the Liberal BeeJays. This is probably to slow things down a little bit to allow their pitcher to warm up, get some extra pitches in, not pull Bailey out yet. All right, Olmstead, who I believe also doubles as a Liberal high school head baseball coach.
You are correct.
He's been the head coach for Liberal there for a long time, Liberal high school. And now the right-hander steps in, Ty Walton. He has a home run and 2 singles. A base hit could give Dodge City the lead back as they're trying to continue this 2-out rally. The last 3 have reached base. 2 doubles and a single for the A's to tie this game up at 7. All right, here we go. Back to action as we see Mikey Kane lead off from second. He's the go-ahead run for the A's. That pitch, ooh. And Walton stayed in there where it looked like it was coming right at his nose. 1-0 the count. He is 3 for 3 tonight. Looking for a 4-hit game, and he sees a strike. 1-1 the count. Base hit from Walton could give Dodge City the lead back. 7-7 here in the last of the 7th. One. Oh, he swings and misses, and pulling the string on that was Corbin Bailey. 1-2. Walton had that read perfectly, and then Bailey says, not so fast. I'll pull the string on you there. 1-2. Bailey sets, looks over at the runner at second. 1-2. Swing and a miss, and that'll end the inning, but Dodge City gets this tied up with a 2-out rally here in the 7th inning. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors, 1 left. 7-7 as we head to the 8th here on K-Buff, 10:30 a.m. and 107.1 FM. We'll go ahead and keep it right here. Momentarily. 7-7 here. As normal here, as of late here, Dodge City winning 6 in a row. Liberal winning 5 of the last 6. This game going back and forth here tonight, and it's been a fun one here, and we're going to see Anthony Perez in there for his 3rd inning of relief.
I mean, Perez hasn't done a bad job.
No.
I mean, he's been effective when he's finding the strike zone, and like we were talking about earlier in the broadcast, you get out early and get the BeeJays hitters down in the count early, it seems to go better.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Yeah, he's getting ahead there, and he was close to getting out of a bases-loaded jam in the 6th inning, was Perez, but then the couple errors gave up 2 runs there, but he was able to get out of a bases-loaded jam in the 7th. I guess the point being here is he must like feeling the pressure of having the bases loaded to get that 3rd out because he's been living on the edge there.
I think that's just kind of the story of the A's season as well. Like the A's, they do a lot of damage with 2 outs as well from the offensive side. And so, what can I say? We like to make it interesting.
Yes. Well, right now, Perez in line for the decision. I believe Corbin Bailey is as well for Liberal.
At this point, whoever is pitching at the time of another lead would be taking the decision if that decision stands.
Yes. Braxton Hyde went the first 5, gave up 5 runs on 8 hits for Liberal. Corbin Bailey's given up pitched the last 2. He's given up about 6 hits and 2 runs. So we're here in the top of the 8th. Anthony Perez's 3rd inning of relief. Pitch in for a strike to Aiden Shepherdson, who was hit by a pitch, was stranded at 3rd in the 6th inning. He hits it on the edge of the bat, fouls it off to Shepherdson, the shortstop, and the count is now 0-2. Shepherdson 0 for 2 in the game, as I mentioned. A strikeout, a line out to the shortstop, and hit by a pitch in the game back in the 6th inning. So he's batted in the 2nd, 4th, 6th, and now the 8th. Here in a 7-7 game. That one outside 1-2. It tailed away 1-2 the count here for Aiden Shepherdson. 8-9-1 hitters for Liberal in the 8th. Justin Harris and Tyler Boggs also do up. Boggs in left field in relief there of Quint Landis, who was tossed in the 6th inning. The pitch, here's a fly ball into right field, playable for Jack Bollinger for out number 1. So he's 0 for 3 tonight is Shepherdson, and Harris, the batter, 0 for 2. 2 strikeouts, 1 looking, 1 swinging, hit by a pitch his first time up. He was also picked off at first in that 3rd inning. The defense of Dodge City has come up big as well. They've saved 2 runs tonight, and he got plunked again, did Harris. Tony Vega, the home plate umpire, says, yep, he was hit by the pitch. Anthony Perez arguing that was a foul ball. But he awards him first base. Of course, at this level, we have no instant replay. They give him first base. I have a hard time with that call. Just simply the fact you see the trajectory of the ball. If it hits somebody, it's not going to go that far away.
In my opinion, and take it for what it's worth, someone up here in the booth this far away, in my opinion, that ball hit the knob of the bat and did not hit the batter.
The ball's not going to carry him that far out like that if it hits the batter.
But again, that's just my opinion.
I would agree with you, and we have to live with it and move on. 1 on and 1 out for Tyler Boggs, who's in there for the first time batting tonight. This is his 14th game of the year. He has a .375 batting average, takes a strike. No homers. Make that for RBIs 9. 1-1 count here for Boggs. 1 on 1 out here in the top of the 8th. 7-7 your score. The BeeJays with the go-ahead run at first. Perez's delivery up and in, 2-1 on the fastball. Right now, Perez in his 3rd inning of relief may go the rest of the way. Still nobody warming up in the A's bullpen. Liberal has one warming up right now. May see him in the bottom of the 8th. 2-1. In there, fastball strike, 2-2. There was no doubt about that one on Boggs. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, runner at first. 7-7 game here. BeeJays to bat in the top of the 8th. They have 7 runs on 7 hits and 1 error. Perez sets and delivers a 2-2 pitch. Line drive, caught, and in foul territory, and a nice run by Duro over to foul ground to make the catch for out number 2. And Justin, just like his play in the first inning, if he wasn't playing the bag at first, that's just a regular foul ball.
Yep. And Duro was scrambling, trying to get back to double up the BJ runner on first.
So now A.J. Fold steps in, the center fielder. Justin Harris on at first with 2 outs. He was hit by the pitch, we believe. So Perez pitches outside, fastball, ball 1. Harris on at first. He just has 1 stolen base this year, so he's really not a regular threat on the bases, even though he's leading off. That check swing, did he go around? No peel. And now they do a peel, and they say no. He pulled up, and that was probably the right call to count at 2-0 for A.J. Folds. He is 1 of 4 in the game. 2 flyouts, a ground out, and a single. An RBI single in the 5th inning that tied the game up at the time. Pitch is high, 3-0. We're here in the top of the 8th, 7-7. Dodge City and Liberal. Been a fun game tonight. And seen its excitement for sure. We've seen 4 home runs hit in the game, 3 by Liberal and 1 by Dodge. 3-0 count here from Perez to Folds. It's in there for a strike. And a 3-1 count here for Folds. And Folds can take the next pitch if he desires to do so here. Three-one. That's low, ball 4. Now there's 2 on and 2 outs. And So hit, pitch, and a walk. And there's 2 on now as Harris heads over to second and folds at first for the home run hitter Wyatt Grand, who is 2 for 4 tonight. 2 solo shots in the first and third. Pop up and a strikeout. He actually was struck out in the 7th inning with 2 outs by Anthony Perez. So we see multiple base runners aboard for the BeeJays for the 3rd straight inning. That pitch in there for a called strike. That was a late reaction from the home plate umpire, but it nicked the inside corner 0-1. Dodge City will have the top of the order due up in the 8th inning with Jack Bollinger, Carlos Arano, and Hunter Duro due up. Possibly seeing a new Liberal BeeJays pitcher. Here's a line drive caught by the third baseman, Luvano, to end the inning. So 2 base runners hit by pitch and a walk and no runs there, and the Liberal is stranded 7 in the last 4 at bats. We head to the last of the 8th. It's a tie ball game. 7-7. This is Dodge City A's baseball.
A BioGuard pool is clearly the work of experts. You can be an expert with a good system that delivers clarity, convenience, and confidence. All of BioGuard's comprehensive pool care systems put the pleasure back in your pool with premium products that cover everything from sanitizers and shocks to algicides and balancers. Simple to follow and easy to maintain. That's what makes a BioGuard system. Visit Austin Pool in Dodge City or Garden City to learn about the right system for your pool and become the clear expert in your neighborhood.
All right, thank you.
It's a myth those people feeling suicidal don't warn anyone. Most will give clues or even talk about it when asked. If you're worried about someone, talk to them right away. And there's help, like the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline at 1-800-273-TALK. Warning signs can save a life. Learn about them at mattersks.org. Brought to you by Glenn Curbs Law Firm.
Back here inside Cavalier Field here in Dodge City, 7-7 as we head to the last of the 8th. Liberal coach Harry Olmstead goes to the bullpen for a new pitcher. It is Brady Bowles, a left-handed thrower. This will be his 7th game of the year. He has pitched 12 innings for the BeeJays. He has a 0-0 record, 1.50 earned run, one of the best ones on the team. He has given up 13 runs, just 5 earned, or make that 5 runs, just 2 earned on 13 hits in 12 innings pitched, 7 walks, 14 strikeouts, and 1 home run. Just by looking at those numbers, you're going to see a lot of straight-up heat there from him. I just get that feeling from Bowles.
Indeed, and there's another daunting statistic sitting out there in the fact that he's hit 4 batters.
Ooh, man.
So maybe that could be a good thing for us. Who knows?
Absolutely. So Corbin Bailey went the last 2 innings, will receive a no decision. And pitch in there for ball, I believe, to begin the 8th inning for Jack Bollinger. So 3rd pitcher he's seen tonight. 4th, make that 5th trip through the batting order. He is 2 for 4, and that one is going to hit him. So, Justin, you're coming up with a big hit batter, and there we are. They'll go ahead run at first, hit by pitch and nobody out. Carlos Ariano, it's a 2 for 3 game of the runs scored. He singled his last time up with 2 outs and bases empty back in the 6th when the A's trailed 7-5. So right now, Bowles is in line for the decision for the BeeJays after Bailey gets a no decision. That pitch, he throws in a kind of a sidearm fastball in for a strike, count at 0-1. Perez with 3 innings of relief for Dodge City. He's in line for the decision. That pitch hits the outside corner, and now quickly 0-2 for Carlos Ariano. 1 on, nobody out for the A's here in the bottom of the 8th, trying to retake the lead here. It's been back and forth here tonight at Dodge City. It's 7-7. Here's the 0-2. They'll throw back to first. And Bollinger safe. Duro on deck for Dodge City. Arellano has 3 home runs this year. That pitch misses 1 and 2. 1-2 count here in the bottom of the 8th for Carlos Arellano. In a 7-7 game, the A's have doubled up the hits, 14-7. Here's a pitch popped up in foul territory toward the BJ dugout, and making the catch just right in front of the railing is the first baseman, Cade Ward, for out number 1. So, a couple feet to spare there for Ward to make that catch, and Hunter Duro checks in 0 for 3. 2 strikeouts, a fly out, and a walk in the game. The go-ahead run is at first for Dodge City. Bollinger hit by a pitch. Here to lead off the inning, 1 out. That pitch is low and in for a ball. Bulls is really consistently throwing nothing but fastballs here. Here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Nobody warming up at the A's bullpen. Ooh, that one's behind him, and that wild pitch is going to get the go-ahead run into scoring position. So Bulls seeing the pitch go behind, or Duro rather, seeing the pitch going behind him, and Bollinger goes to second on the wild pitch. 2-0 count here for Duro. Brady Bowles, the relief pitcher for the BeeJays here in the 8th. That 2-0 pitch just nicks the outside corner for a strike, 2-1. Base hit. Could drive in the go-ahead run here for the A's here in the bottom of the 8th inning. 2-1 count here for Duro. Pitch. Bouncer. It's fielded by the first baseman. As Cade Ward had it played nicely, that advances Bollinger to third for route number 2. 3 unassisted on the play. So Duro 0 for 4 in the game. Is Irwin with a chance to drive in the go-ahead run here for the BeeJays.
We're going to have a pinch hitter.
Yep.
Number 20, Brett Graber.
Thank you. It's going to be Graber, the pitch hitter, in a big position here. He's batting .304. 3 home runs, driven in 15 coming into the week. So a big situation coming up here for the A's. 7-7 here in the 8th. That pitch is a fly ball all the way back to center field. Folds underneath it. Toward the warning track, he'll make the catch. And that'll end the inning. So Dodge City strands the go-ahead runner at third after the leadoff hit batter. So we'll go to the 9th in a 7-7 game. It's the middle of the order due up for the BeeJays when we come back. This is Dodge City A's baseball.
Dodge City Red Demons has a long tradition. Family Practice Associates has been here for 38 years supporting and treating Red Demon athletes. We're the oldest independent medical practice in Dodge City with Dr. Presley, Dr. Trotter, Joanne Schaefer, ARNP, and Ryan Tyree, PA. We are here for your healthcare needs. We have in-house x-ray and lab. We have in-house counseling. For comprehensive healthcare, think Family Practice Associates of Western Kansas and call 225-1650.
Wearing the right work boot can make all the difference in your day. And at Long's, they've assembled the best selection of brands, styles, and sizes in this area. Choose from Ariat, Red Wing, Justin, Tony Lama, Twisted X, Wolverine, Dan Post, and Laredo. All discount priced every day. They've got the style that is suited best for the job you do. Plus the largest selection of ladies, steel, and safety toe boots in this area. So come in the Longs and see why they've been selling the best brands in Southwest Kansas for over 50 years. Open Monday through Friday, 9 to 8:30, Saturday 9 to 6, and Sunday 1 till 6.
To the 9th inning here in Dodge City, 7-7. is your score as Anthony Perez trots out for his third straight inning. Of course, the new left fielder there for the A's is going to be Brett Graber, as he came in and pinch hit for Gabe Irwin. It's Cade Ward, Scott Anderson, KP Warner due up for the BeeJays in the top of the ninth inning. Perez, his fourth inning of relief. He's only given up 2 runs, both of those unearned on 3 hits. He has struck out 3. He has hit a couple of batters. He's walked a couple as well. Or walked just one, it looks like here. Just trying to read my notes here real quick. But he's been pretty consistent. He's gotten out of a bases-loaded jam in the 7th, stranded 2 base runners in the 8th. Did not give up a hit in that 8th inning. He hit a batter and then walked a batter in that 8th inning. So he faces Cade Ward for the second time. Ward singled on him the last time up and was stranded at third. That pitch all the way to the backstop for ball 1. We do see another arm warming up at the BeeJays bullpen. Here's a 1-0. That one wild there from to Grant. Those are 2 wild throwing balls there to begin this 9th inning for Anthony Perez. Delivery coming up here for Perez here to Cade Ward here in the 9th. And that hit him. So the go-ahead run for the BeeJays will be at first here in the 9th inning as Ward will take his spot at first. Still nobody warming up for Dodge City. We'll see if that'll change here anytime in the next couple of seconds here. As right now the catcher Artie Ramirez going out to talk to his pitcher Anthony Perez, and I don't know, something was said because home plate umpire Tony Vega
he was standing over here by the dugout, so I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not quite sure what was going on.
He went and said something to the Liberal catcher who came out of the dugout in his full catcher's gear in Wyatt Grant. So Scott Anderson is now the batter. He is 1 for 2 with 2 runs scored, a ground out, a walk, a single, and he was hit by a pitch by Perez in the 7th inning. Perez has hit 3 batters in the last 3 innings. He's hit 4 tonight in his 4th inning of relief, and swing and a miss. Big rip that time for Anderson on the slider, 0-1. And you're in the top of the 9th, 1 on, nobody out. The go-ahead run at first for the BeeJays in a 7-7 game. Hard to believe this, but this is the first time tonight where both teams were scoreless in 1 full inning. That came in the 8th inning. That pitch in for a called strike counted at 0-2. It took me a while to think about that because I had to look at the scoreboard to say, man, that was the first time all night both teams hung at 0 in the same inning. 0-2, here's a ground ball, but foul. Just to the left, a couple of feet of the third base line. That time, Alberto Lovano was diving toward it, made a good effort, but didn't have to worry about it and went foul. Even if he would have made that play in fair territory, that would have been a tough play to go to first. I don't know if there would have been a play to second. But still an 0-2 count here for Anderson. That one gets away on a wild pitch, and Ward now into second on the wild pitch. And a 1-2 count. We've seen Liberal take advantage of wild pitches by the A's pitchers tonight with nobody out in scoring position. If there were not 2 strikes on Anderson, I wouldn't have been surprised to see the bunt. but with 2 strikes, that's chances of the bunt are slim to none. Perez steps off the rubber. But when you think about it, you could see that still. Coach Olmsted could call that up with 2 strikes here and get the surprise out of Dodge City with the bunt. But you have to bunt that fair if you're going to do it. But 2 strikes, the 1-2. This will be a grounder right to the shortstop. Nice play by Kane over to first in time, and the runner cannot advance to third. So that works out well for out number 1. That was hit hard enough where the runner at second, Cade Ward, could not advance to third.
And Ward with some good heads up running to know that to get back to that bag and get his foot on it before they try to double him up.
Absolutely. Yeah, he's not a fast runner by all means, but that was good base running there. 1 out for KP Warner, the right fielder. 1 for 2 in the make that 1 of 3 in the game of the runs scored. Perez delivers. Misses low for ball 1. Warner singled in the 7th inning in his last time up. He was stranded at third with 2 outs. He was part of 3 consecutive batters to reach base for the BeeJays in the 7th inning after there were 2 outs and bases empty. 1-0 pitch, no doubt about that. Strike down Broadway, 1-1. Runner at second, Cade Ward, 1 out, top of the 9th in a 7-7 game. The suspense filling up here at Cavalier Field. Perez, his 4th inning of relief. Crowd is hung around still for the most part. 1-1, and here's a shot into right field. Base hit. Rounding third and holding up there is going to be Ward. So a single, the first hit for the BeeJays since the 7th inning. They're 8th of the game, and there's runners on the corners with 1 out, and a big play coming up here. Big at bat for Reed Thomas. It's a 2-hit game for KP Warner. Thomas has had a sacrifice fly in this game. That came back in the 4th inning to tie the game at 4. 0 for 3. 2 strikeouts, pop up, and sacrifice fly, actually 0 for 4. Runners on the corners for the BeeJays with 1 out. That pitch outside for a ball, maybe thinking the runner at first was going to take off for second. Warner does have the speed for the BeeJays, although he just has 1 stolen base on the year. Pitch. This is popped up. This is a high pop. Is it going to go into foul territory? Can Dodge City get to it? No, they can't. Or they actually did, but it was dropped as Graber slightly overran it. That was a tough one, and now the count is even at 1-1. In a way, Justin, that almost works as a break for Dodge City because that runner from third would have probably scored easily.
That was deep enough, even if it does turn into a sac fly. You know, like you said, then it's a 7-8 game in favor of the BeeJays, and that's I would say that's a break for us, yes.
That's a moment in the game where you would not want to trade an out for a run. 1-1 count with the runners on the corners. Yeah, check swing, but he went through, and it's 1-2. Thomas could not hold up there, and now Perez 1 strike away from getting a strikeout here, and infield a double play depth other than the first baseman, Duro, who's playing the runner, Warner, at first. Here's the 1-2 delivery, low and in, 2-2. Runner at third, Cade Ward, he reached there, hit by a pitch to lead off the 9th inning, advanced to second on a wild pitch, and then advanced to third on the KP Warner single, and then a ground up by Anderson. Warner singled, and a 2-2 delivery coming. The runner goes. Here's a grounder into the hole, base hit, right field, and Liberal will take the lead here in the 9th. RBI single by Reed Thomas. Scores Cade Ward from third. KP Warner on the go on the hit and run from first to third, and it's 8-7 Liberal here in the top of the 9th. So one-hit game and a 2 RBI game for Reed Thomas. He's now 1 of 5 tonight. And Aiden Shepardson with the runners on the corners of the one out to bat. He's 0 for 3. Fly out, a line out, a strikeout, and hit by a pitch. Puts the bunt down and almost hit it hard enough where it would have been caught by the first baseman. It dropped about 2/3 of the way, fouled down the first base line. The count at 0-1. So they're working on the squeeze there. Liberal with a couple of hits in this inning, and they have an 8-7 lead here in the top of the 9th. They've won 5 of the last 6. Liberal will head to Wellington for 2 games Wednesday and Thursday. Here's a bouncer fielded by the third baseman. Nice play at home. The tag applied to get the lead runner at home. And a nice play by the third baseman, Alberto Lovano. The force out of KP Warner at home for out number 2. There's runners on at first and second. Stevenson reaches first on the fielder's choice. 5-2 on the put out of Warner for out number 2. Reed Thomas advances to second. That was a good heads-up play there by Lovano as Justin Harris is the batter. 8-7 here in the top of the 9th. Perez deals a strike. Liberal coming up with some big hits here, and you can tell they're a good hitting team. Those last 2 hits here in this inning, they've come in a big hole there between that first and second baseman.
Indeed, and that was part of that is, they're putting it into play in a time where they know that we're at double play depth and that the first baseman is holding on. So, I mean, it's just a perfectly placed hit right in the gap.
Dodge City trying to keep this a 1-run game, and that was a great play by the third baseman, Lovano, going home to Ramirez to keep this a 1-run game. And knowing the speed of Warner, 0-2 pitch coming here for Harris, inside 1-2. He's been hit by a pitch twice tonight. Gabe Ramos in the third hit him. And then in the 8th inning by Anthony Perez. We may see a closer in for the BeeJays in the bottom of the 9th inning. Dodge City with a night off tomorrow before headed to Great Bend on Thursday. 1-2 pitch and a swing and a miss. That'll end the inning, but Liberal has the go-ahead run. 3 strikeouts tonight for Justin Harris. 1 run on 2 hits, no errors. They leave 2 on base. Dodge City needs 1 to tie and 2 to win in the bottom of the 9th, down 8-7 here on K-Buff.
Kelly Hendricks DDS is like the utility player of dentistry. They can do it all from cleanings, root canals, fillings, preventative care to orthodontics, comprehensive family dentistry from infants to adults. Located at 100 Ross Boulevard, Building 2, Suite C, Dodge City. They're open 7:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Monday through Thursday. Make an appointment today by calling 225-6555. Serving the Dodge City community for over 30 years. Kelly Hendricks DDS. Wear a smile. You can see a mile.
At South Central Kansas Bone and Joint Center, we feel your pain, and then we fix it. Heel pain is extremely common. Dr. Scott Gordon, podiatrist, specializes in the resolution of heel pain, diabetic foot and wound conditions, corrective foot and ankle surgery, and successful alternative treatments for most lower extremity pain. South Central Kansas Bone and Joint Center, Pratt, Dodge City, and Liberal.
Yes. It'll be Jack Chester looking for the save for the BeeJays. He has an 0-1 record this year, no saves according to the stats. A 6.55 earned run average. He's pitched 11 innings. He has given up 8 runs, all those earned on 12 hits, 15 strikeouts, 12 walks. You look at the stats, Dodge City down a run here, 8-7. It
looks
like
favorable. I mean,
yes.
If you're looking for someone, you'd almost take, in this situation, Jack Chester over.
Even maybe Brady Bowles.
Yeah, over Bowles. I mean, because Bowles, his ERA was not that great.
Yeah.
Or favorable for the A's, I should say. It's great for a pitcher, but not favorable for the A's.
4th pitcher tonight here for Liberal. They have 2 more games in a row here. They will hit the road at Wellington for a couple against the Heat. So it's Artie Ramirez, Doyle Kane, and Alberto Lovano due up for the A's here, and their potential last at bat, down 8-7 here in the bottom of the 9th. 1 run to tie, 2 to win. So Bulls in line for the decision right now for Liberal. They're 22-5, Dodge City 20-12, and the first pitch taken all the way for a strike for Ramirez. Count at 0-1. He's 1 of 4 tonight. Reached on an error in the first inning and scored. Grounded out to the third baseman. Doubled in the 5th. Was stranded at third, and then grounded out to the shortstop. And he grounds this one to the second baseman. A nice play by Harris over to Ward for out number 1. 4-3 on that retirement. And a 1-for-5 night for Artie Ramirez. Doyle Kane checks in. He is home run shy of the cycle. 3 of 4 game. He had that 3-run triple in the first. Grounded out to the third baseman in the third inning. A double. A ground out to the shortstop. Or correction, a single and a double and a run scored. 1-0 count now for Doyle Kane. So Kane has had himself a good night at the plate. Home run ties this game. Can he hit for the cycle?
Who knows?
Pitch hits the outside corner, called strike. Count at 1-1. This game here into the 10 o'clock hour. We owe you station identification. 1-1, piled back and out of play. 1-2. Thought maybe the matchup for Dodge City favorable against Chester here, but Chester's been pretty good here. In his first 2 batters faced, ground out, now ahead 1-2 on Kane, the DH. Strike 3, caught him looking, and now Dodge City down to their final out. We pause for this station identification.
We are powered by Quality Structures Incorporated, your post-frame headquarters in Scott City, Kansas. And we are KBUF, Holcomb Garden City, Kansas.
Back here, Alberto Lovano, last chance here for Dodge City. The tying run at the plate here in the bottom of the 9th, down 8-7, pitching for a called strike. Lovano 1 for 1 with an RBI single in the 7th inning that tied the game up at 7. Or actually pulled him to within 7-6, and he sees a strike, and all of a sudden he's down quickly 0-2 and down to his final strike. Chester winds and delivers. Bouncer, this is a high chopper, and this will be fielded by the pitcher. The throw to first, not in time, and the game stays alive with an infield single by Lovano. He chopped that one high, and the pitcher, Jack Chester, and the catcher, Grant's unable to get to it and throw it in time, and Dodge City still with some life. Mikey Kane to the plate. He's the winning run for the A's. Still looking for his first home run of the year. This is his prime opportunity to do so at a big time for the A's to continue their win streak. He takes the fastball outside corner, strike 1. Kane drove in the game-tying run on an RBI double in the 7th inning that ironically scored Alberto Lovano, and that also came with 2 outs. He shoots this one straight away center field, and this is going to be on the run. Diving catch made by the center fielder, A.J. Folds, and that ends the game. Dodge City falls to Liberal as they are swept in 5 games this year in the series. Final score, Liberal 8, Dodge City 7. We'll come back with the final totals after this timeout. This is Dodge City A's baseball.
Sneezing, coughing, runny nose, and fever have you feeling down? Find the relief you need at the time that fits your schedule at Express Wellness Urgent Care in Dodge City. Now from any device, your healthcare visit is just a click away with Express Wellness Urgent Care's online check-in. Visit expresswellnessurgentcare.com and choose a time that works for you. Open 7 days a week with extended hours. Express Wellness Urgent Care is here to serve you on White Oak Boulevard in Dodge City.
Hey, Demon fans. Hey, Conquistador fans. It's game time. I Don't Care Family Restaurant Sports Bar wants you to fuel up before the big game. Stop in before the game for tasty hamburgers, sandwiches, tacos, and more. Plus the coldest beer in town. Then when the game's over, stop back in for the late night menu, including calf fries, wings, nachos, pretzels, and more. Plus Friday and Saturday nights, it's free pool and darts, 10 p.m. to midnight. Dodge City sports fans, they've got you covered at I Don't Care Family Restaurant and Sports Bar, 1510 West Spruce, Dodge City.
A BioGuard pool is clearly the work of experts. You can be an expert with a good system that delivers clarity, convenience, and confidence. All of BioGuard's comprehensive pool care systems put the pleasure back in your pool with premium products that cover everything from sanitizers and shocks to algicides and balancers. Simple to follow and easy to maintain. That's what makes a BioGuard system. Visit Austin Pool in Dodge City or Garden City to learn about the right system for your pool and become the clear expert in your neighborhood. Your health means everything. And every minute matters when an emergency puts your health at risk. That's why it's essential to get the care you need as soon as possible. The emergency department at Western Plains Medical Complex is ready, providing you quality care with the peace of mind of a certified chest pain center. Don't make your health wait. Get to the hospital. Western Plains Medical Complex. Learn more at westernplainsmc.com.
Oh, excellent. Yeah, I'll take it. Let me do one more break.
Dodge City Red Demons has a long tradition. Family Practice Associates has been here for 38 years supporting and treating Red Demon athletes. We're the oldest independent medical practice in Dodge City with Dr. Presley, Dr. Trotter, Joanne Schaefer, ARNP, and Ryan Tyree, PA. We are here for your healthcare needs. We have in-house x-ray and lab. We have in-house counseling. For comprehensive healthcare, think Family Practice Associates of Western Kansas and call 225-1650.
Back here for the final time here at Cavalier Field here in Dodge City. Adam Kadavy with you along with Justin Hergert. 8-7 win for the Liberal BeeJays as they sweep the series from the Dodge City A's here. And it was one of those games where it was back and forth all night. You think, or the momentum switched back and forth pretty good both sides, but Liberal with the late inning hits and runs proved to be the difference here tonight.
It did, and, you know, Liberal is always a competitive team. You know they're going to put the ball in play, and you know they're going to hit it hard. And the A's just couldn't take advantage of some opportunities when it was given to them. Both teams strand 10 tonight, which I think is the major difference in this one. And pitch command, it was there.
Yeah.
You know, we can't say that it was all bad, but, you know, you throw a few more strikes, you get a few more outs, and things maybe look a little bit different.
Absolutely. There, Liberal led 1-0 after the half inning. Wyatt Grant's solo home run. Dodge City with the 3-run triple by Doyle Kane gave the A's a 3-1 lead after one. And then the second inning, Ty Walton hit a solo shot to make it 4-1. Liberal would get two solo home runs from Quint Landis and Wyatt Grant in the third inning to pull it within 4-3. They would tie it in the fourth. Dodge City would add a run in the fourth, and RBI single by Jack Bellinger. Fifth inning, it was a tie game on a sac or RBI double. Liberal would take a 7-5 lead in the sixth inning on two errors of Dodge City's on the same play. And then Dodge City would tie it with 2 runs in the seventh inning. Liberal would go ahead in the ninth on a 1-out single, or make that a 2-out single. That made it a score of 8-7, and that's how it ended. And Dodge City had the tying run at first in the bottom of the ninth, but could not get him home past first after that. But you know, good hitting tonight by Dodge City. They came up with some great defensive plays as well. They were very much a part of this ball game, and you know, there's a lot of excitement for this team down the road. They're done with division play and get some big wins here, possibly down the stretch here in their final few games remaining of the season.
Indeed, and you know, the A's are looking forward to see what the postseason might hold in play. I know that they've been invited to go play in the NBC play-in tournament. There's the Summer Ball Showdown that I know the A's have potentially been made a part of. So, you know, there's definitely postseason opportunities coming. Yes. And the A's, you know, I know we're going to look to finish this one strong.
Well, they'll have 2 more road games Thursday, Saturday. Thursday at Great Bend and at Wellington on Saturday. And then they come back home Sunday, 5 o'clock, right? Next home game
5 o'clock pitch
for
on
the
Sunday.
Midwest Moves. And then they have Tuesday and Wednesday Kansas Cannons and the Park City Rangers out of division play there to wrap up the regular season. Hard to believe how fast we're coming to the end here.
Yeah, it's wrapping up quickly, but there's still baseball to be played.
Absolutely. Well, the final numbers, 8 runs, 9 hits, 1 error, 10 left on base for the Liberal BeeJays. 7 runs, 15 hits, I believe 2 errors, or 16 hits rather, 2 errors and 10 left on base for Dodge City. Brady Bowles gets the win. He went 1 inning relief, did not give up a hit, but he hit a batter. Taking the loss was Anthony Perez, who went 4 innings, gave up 3 runs, 1 earned. And getting the save was Jack Chester in a game that took 2 hours and 56 minutes on a beautiful Tuesday evening here at Cavalier Field. So our next broadcast of Dodge City A's baseball here on K-Buff will be on Saturday. That's a 7 o'clock start time, I believe, there in Wellington.
Yes.
So we'll be on the air here at 6:45, and you'll be at Great Bend, I believe, on Thursday, right? For the video
I
stream.
will be at Great Bend. If that game is not on K-Buff, it will be online on YouTube.
Excellent. Sounds good. So heads up on that. So that'll wrap things up here. Great working with you for the first time. It's been a few years, and I'll see you on Saturday.
Yeah, it's been a good one.
All right. That'll wrap things up here for the final time here from Cavalier Field. For Justin Hergert and all of our sponsors, Adam Cadevius saying so.